last you left off, you finished up your business with what you discovered as a crashed ship, or some sort of ship that ended up there somehow, which really disappeared after you heard a maniacal cackling. Deciding to ignore that. Not much you could do about that. You just went back to Sen Lumina. It got paid in a roughly 10,000 gold worth emerald, huge, and teleported back to the front of the city in the cobble half section in Morm's Cat's Cradle Inn. Met with Claudine there, your longtime friend and super valuable ally that is definitely totally mentally stable. Grannis Pratchell left with the old god Azasan to do whatever, leaving you to your devices with Claudine having explained the situation of being injected with something by this gravekeeper that's been after you for quite some time. And you all find yourselves inside the Cat's Cradle in the bustling atmosphere, just dozens and dozens of people here just drinking non-alcoholic beverages and eating almost like a poorhouse even. It's kind of what it is. But yeah, it's around midday right now. What would you like to do?
Just need to make sure all my resources are the thing that needs to be... Wait, we took a rest, right?
You took a rest in Sen Lumina.
Oh, so we're... Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
They're just gonna... Assuming right now we're just doing downtime?
I don't know. What you guys doing?
What's the time?
Midday.
Okay.
This is directly after getting back from, like, releasing the Kuoto eggs, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, well, Riley's got nothing to do then. Maybe help out with cooking or something?
Sure, yeah, you can go downstairs and how about down there? The Morm and Helen? Is that what her name is? Yeah. Morm and Helen Roofgiver. They gladly accept your assistance. They're very simple meals. They're not like, anything lavish or anything. They're very fit to form.
Right.
They're just going to spend the next 4 hours doing some attunement nonsense to unattune to something, attune to the spell gem, and put a sending into it, unattune from the spell gem, then reattune to her other something. So she's occupied for the next 4 hours.
Okay. All right. Anyone else?
This isn't what I'm doing, but I wrote this down like 4 sessions ago, and I realized I never said this. I lost track of all my attunement things. So what I am choosing is what Jan is currently attuned to is her bow, her periaptive wound closing, and the Pokeball.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fine since you can do it at a long rest. So I'm going to say you did that last long rest. That's totally
I realized that there was probably some mixed up stuff because I didn't realize some of that stuff needed attunement. So at some point I fixed it, and I never stated it.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, totally fine.
What's like happening at the saloon?
It's midday, so there's a lot of people coming in to eat. There's pretty much every table is filled. There's a couple seats open. You have you and Co, the 5 of you, the bear, the couple skeletons, and the +1 rogue that you have that has poison coursing through her body have just sequestered yourself around one table nearest the corner. But there's it's rowdy, but it's respectfully rowdy because people do more here and they don't want to give them too much grief. You still see Ida, the older human woman that's apparently fought in a couple of wars, just still chilling by the door in case anything happens, anything interesting or not so interesting for Morum. She'll take care of it, but nothing immediately catches your eye as like weird or like super interesting, but you can make your own interesting if you'd like to.
Yeah, I guess if there's no like trivia games going on or something like you would see at a bar, Janet must be like wandering around talking to people, just making social, kill the time.
Okay. Let's make a funny persuasion check.
Okay. I'm assuming because people don't like a bear.
Just generally people. You haven't been here long enough. You're known.
I
You
did
haven't
that
been
as
here long enough. That's fine.
That was Janishi. I forgot I had Giorgio because I was making a funny joke.
That's still funny. That's still fine. Yeah, your reputation here having like brought in that elven dude, Luciano, after being kicked, having his shit rocked. People here tend to view your group as like a friend to Morm, so you don't have any issue just mingling with people and just generally just running into their conversations and just joining in. For the most part, they're not talking about like anything that's like super interesting. You hear a couple bits of gossip, pretty much.
Ooh.
Like there is apparently something going on in Kabe, some political stuff, but like no one hears that smart to really dissect it.
I hear it and it doesn't mean anything. I probably can't recall that well, is what I'm assuming. But just political drama. Let's get it right down.
Yeah, there's apparently rising escalations between some factions up there. There's rising escalations here in the city between the Sons of the Old Clan and the city themselves. Apparently, there's rumor of that the city brought in someone from outside to try to like shift the balance a little bit. Some bounty hunter.
Wait, they brought in a bounty hunter to like for the power position?
Yeah,
This is I literally feel like Jana trying to regurgitate.
Yeah, according to just gossip here, the city like went out of their way to hire a bounty hunter from outside of town to do something, but assumingly to hunt someone down.
Interesting. Don't like that, knowing that there's Silverwind corruption. All right.
Yeah, that could be directly referring to us, and they just don't know it.
Mm-hmm. All right, good shit.
Okay.
Ooh. Interesting theory.
Anything else?
I'm gonna spend a quick hour to cast Find Familiar and turn Alfred into an owl, please.
Okay, easy enough. Just mark off a couple of your herbs and such.
Mm-hmm.
You should like bulk buy shit ton. I remember you buying them in a long time. All right. Azek is now in Owl, a form that Azek very much appreciates. Knives with wings, good stuff. All right. Chris, Riley, you doing anything?
Oh, Riley's cooking, remember?
Oh, you're right. Chris, you doing anything?
I would like to try and go to the Atneys if everyone's ready to do that or wants to do that.
Okay. Yep, Janie, we'd like to ring that bell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you ring the bell pretty much like in the like full view of everybody, pretty much. People here recognize you guys as like not typical just people at this point, so it catches a lot of people off guard, but they're not like, you know, like typical adventurous shit. Yeah, pretty much. Considering that you, like one of the first things you did here was run from the cops, blast someone's kneecaps off, and then teleport in. They're used to the weird shit you've done here. So the people around the curtains that drop down are surprised. They give it like a solid like 6 feet berth, but they don't make any moves, especially when Chris walks in, the one who bludgeoned like half the tavern with some eggs. Okay.
Yeah. Can we say dirt is between attunements when this happens?
It would be sure,
or before, or whatever. At some point when she's not doing nonsense.
Sure. Okay, so Chris and Deirdre go in. Anyone like to go into the Atnews?
Jana will go just to sit on the couch, I guess. She's
Yeah,
not
honestly,
buying
that's
anything.
Deirdre just likes to visit.
All right. So the three of you, sir, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if Zero is gonna cash in the big gem.
Oh.
Not yet.
Do the Etnies just buy like gems?
I don't
Or,
think
like-
that's her specialty. Because I think, I was
Yeah.
also going to wait for like an actual market where it looked like there was people with money to make
Yeah,
the
'cause-
most bank.
Yeah, the Etnies aren't
So-
gonna buy for like full price, right? They're just are sell expensive gems for like a reduced rate just to sell them, kind of thing.
Wait, do I have the gem that they paid
You have-
us?
You have
Yeah.
the emerald.
Yeah, the
Okay, let me
10,000
write that
gold
down.
one.
That was not in my. Okay.
Yeah, you appraised it, so I'm going to say you have it. Yeah, the Atneys will buy things that have like magical arcane value, generally. So don't go to them for like lumber. As if you did already, but that would just spare lumber. Yeah, so the three of you enter the Atneys. It's a lot cooler in here comparatively to the outside. It's no longer the weird like weather patterns where it's like constantly day, but it's still pretty high. It's still in the middle of summer, pretty much. But here it's like a cool, crisp, like perfect room temperature, like air conditions and everything. Yeah, but you are met with frog friend Orville, dressed dapperly and sharply in his three-piece tuxedo with a little bow tie, white gloves. Welcome to RuPaul and Theopore's Emporium for Potions and Portents. How may I assist you today?
How much would a sapphire and a big clump of sapphire go for me?
May I appraise it for a moment?
Yep, for sure.
Okay. So you found the one that was given to you and the one that you found at the ground, right?
Yeah.
So you watch as Orville takes out like an eyepiece that like sort of like it's almost like a telescoping eyepiece, and he just like puts it up to one eye, he starts holding it in the light. After about like 30 seconds of expecting both pieces, don't take too long. The one is quite clear and should have various magical applications. One is still rough and uncut and has a few impurities. I can offer 1,600 gold pieces for the lot.
Okay. Another question is, how much would a scroll of gaseous form be? I think it's level 3.
What as Orville goes behind the counter, starts flipping through a catalog that's like 800 pages long. It's pretty like detailed catalog. Yes, we do have a few scrolls of gaseous form. 2 to be exact. They will run you 700 gold pieces each.
Okay. How about a potion of poison resistance?
It's relatively simple to make. We have a few in stock. We can let them go at about 250 gold pieces each.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sell the sapphires then.
Okay.
I've missed the song. Wow. Wow.
You can just feel someone like walking really slowly in like a kind of comedic kind of way.
Okay. So you're gonna sell the sapphires? Or are you gonna get anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell the sapphires and I'll get the gaseous form scroll.
Okay.
That
So
was
so 160, 1,600 you'll be getting from the sapphires. If you're gonna get the gaseous form, that'll be 900 gold you'll be getting with the scroll.
okay. And I'll get a potion of poison resistance as well.
Okay, so that'll bring you to 350, right? Oh, 400, 600 minus 250, 350. Yeah. So, yeah, you can get a, yeah, easily done. You hand over, well, I guess wherever I'd have the sapphires, but he just wraps them in a cloth, puts them behind the back counter, and goes to the back room. Grabs a little. It's almost like a small shot glass, the potion. It has like a weird, like light green, almost lime green liquid in it that's almost syrupy. That's the potion of poison resistance, and the scroll of gaseous form, which just looks like a rolled piece of paper. But yeah, and you can add 350 gold to your pile there.
Actually, I'll get another greater healing potion.
Your greater healing potion is there. Oops. Yep, so I'll be next 250. So you're getting 100 gold, and you can add another potion of greater healing to your inventory as well.
Okay.
I can also cast protection from poison on 1 or 2 people before the fight starts, which also gives you poison resistance, and it's not concentration. So
how much are ink and papers? Magic ink and papers?
It will be 50 gold for each spell slot you would like.
Okay.
I believe should be, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I'll get some ink and papers then.
Okay. How much would you like to get?
Just one.
Okay,
Or
so
like one
yep.
thing.
So you successfully managed to spend 1,600 gold in about 30 seconds. Yeah, so you get a small selection of magical inks and papers suitable for copying down your spell slot needs. So 50 gold you'll be getting, plus all the 4 other items that you'd like.
Okay. Yep, that's good.
Will there be anything else for you, sir?
How long do weapon enhancements usually take?
Those usually go by weeks at best. It does take a bit of time for Master RuPaul to fully apply a permanent enchantment on an item.
I see. Is there an express service?
We can try, but we are only... Master RuPaul does most of the work, and there's always work to be done, so we cannot promise a specific date if that is what you wished, but we can attempt it.
I'll consider it maybe after I get a little bit more funds.
Very well. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's it for me.
I think I've asked this before. Do the Atneys do like mundane, like the armor upgrading and the weapon upgrading that you posted before? They don't do that, right?
If you are referring to the +1 and +2 normal weapon
like
enchantments.
Like not the enchantments, like the armor proofing and that kind of thing?
Oh, you mean the... I think it's correct.
Yeah.
I like how I just got 1,600 gold and I only made a profit of 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spent a lot of money in very little time.
What was the price on the wisdom book that I have on hold?
Something like 10,000 or something like that. Let me double
Yeah, it
check.
was 8 or 10,000, I think.
I think it was 10.
Yeah,
10,000. Yeah.
Yeah, 10,000. Okay. That's next on the list after the spell slot thing. And I think that's all I need.
Very well. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I think that's all.
Yeah, I think that's all. Unless we want to pitch in for a bomb.
No.
Why would we need to do that?
Something for a getaway.
We're gonna be in the middle of like a city.
That's what the Shoelace Express is for. Can we all pitch in to get Chris therapy?
Oh gosh, if only. Actually,
I'm just gonna roll the D100.
sure.
They do. They have one.
All right. And how much?
Let's call it 600 gold.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'm totally blanking on his name. Who's the kobold who works in their shop?
Yabedi.
Like Yabedi. Does Yabedi do tattoos?
You can try to ask him if you'd like. He is there. You can tell.
What languages
fresh
does he speak? I guess he just does the basic common.
He'd speak in common. You assume he'll probably speak Kobold as well, or Draconic. But you know, who knows?
Right. How about I'll just ask whoever's at the shop, either Rupor or Theopor, if they travel around, if they know any good tattoo artists that they've seen. And where they are.
If you would like, I can inquire with the masters to see if their knowledge and well-traveled experience to find a tattoo artist.
That would be very nice. Thank you.
It is my pleasure. If there is nothing else, I do have a bit of organization to get back to.
New year, new you.
Yes, New Year's resolution.
Are you guys
Actually,
wait, are you guys cleaning out? Is there going to be like a clearance thrift sale coming up?
Simply many hundreds of thousands of items to sort through and meticulously organize by alphabet and numerical quantity.
Well, if any don't spark you joy, hit us up.
This one does not bring joy.
Now perish.
I was actually wondering how much the head of this metal guy would go for.
This is the what you picked up from.
Yeah, the pillars,
Right.
that hallway.
Or like the the hallway, yeah. You give it to Orville and he starts looking at it. Never seen the like. Where did you procure this?
Somewhere in the Underdark in under Tetscat.
I believe Quincy should be in that area, though we have not heard from him in quite some time. You didn't happen to find a red-headed human underneath there, did you?
Uh-oh.
Have we seen
Yes.
Quincy?
Oh, wait. I had in my notes someone with red hair.
Was one of the
Red-haired dwarf was angry and wanted Claudine dead, is what I wrote down.
This is a human he's inquiring about, though, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just heard red hair.
Pale skin, spectacles, freckles. Travels with a hooked sword.
Does Chris recognize or?
Yeah, did we see that?
I remember
Mm,
hearing the name
the-
Quincy somewhere.
Yeah, you don't recognize anything by the description. Like you've heard the name Quincy a couple times. You know that he's like the errand boy runner of the Atnez. Like he just goes and gets stuff pretty much.
Yeah.
And he was once tasked with going to Tezcat to try to inquire about spell gems. But he just hasn't been heard from apparently. Yeah, but don't recognize
we
anybody.
haven't seen him.
To
We
ma-
haven't seen him, but we'll keep an eye out for him.
Wait, can the doctor turn invisible?
Yeah, pretty much. Not sure using what method. They can just slip through into the darkness and become unseen. Might also be a form of teleportation, not sure.
Do the Yatnis have a lantern of revealing? Or anything to see invisible creatures?
Let me roll D100. If I can open my phone, Jesus.
I got money to blow and I want stuff.
Oops. They do not, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, worth a shot.
Though we can have Quincy procure. Oh, wait.
Well, at any rate, if we don't get it by tomorrow, it doesn't really matter.
Off topic, but do you guys remember that session that Jana rolled like a fucking perception check, like as we're about to go to sleep, and
Yes.
Simon like psyched us out, and he like
Yes.
changed the music.
I frequently go back to laugh at that.
Nat 20, and he like changed the music.
We were all just sat there like, do we play? Him?
Just like super paranoid.
Focus your eyes. And you peer.
Running achievements.
It's still
Yeah.
hilarious.
On in the playlist.
There is a new song in there, but not that
But
one.
this ain't it.
This one, not it. No.
I guess it's just been a while since we've been here.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know.
Is
Anyone
there
else want the
anything
money
else?
for the magic items?
If I can sell the metal head, or even if you guys just wanna inspect it, I can leave it here if you want.
If you would be so kind as to, I do not know the value or uses this may have, but it is certainly interesting, and the Masters may do enjoy interesting.
Yeah, I'll leave it with you guys for now and see what you guys think about it.
Very well. Thank you. I'm sure the Masters will reward you appropriately should this bring fruit.
I also
have
have
any garbage?
a couple other things.
Yes?
I want to show him the obelisk, the piece of obelisk that I got, and the vial of glowing red liquid.
Two more objects that I am not yet familiar with. If you could leave these here as well, I will see what the Masters have to say about this, though it may take some time to conduct a thorough inspection of these oddities.
For the obelisk shards, those seem to block divination magic. While it was active, at least, I'm not sure if those are properties that are being continually maintained now that it's been separated from its source, I guess, but that would be somewhere to start your studies for that.
I will take note of this for the Masters
Okay, yeah, I'll leave those things with them as well.
Okay. We shall see where this line of thought leads to in likely 1-2 days' time. Depends on when the Adneys have the necessary time required to conduct the inspection.
Sounds good.
I
That's
thank
all
you
for me.
for bringing these to us.
Yep, no problem.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm good.
Very well. Thank you for visiting Theopore's and RuPaul's Emporium for potions and portents. Okay, and you all leave?
And yep.
All right. You find yourself back at the Cat's Cradles Inn amidst the hustle and bustle. Been there for a little bit, not like obscenely long, but slightly less people, but otherwise still pretty busy in here. Okay, you still have another 4 hours to killish.
I think I'll just copy that scroll.
Okay. Yep, so gaseous form. Let's see if it's in the okay, I'm just gonna add that to your spells list.
I think for my spell gem, I'm going to put a 3rd level aid into it instead of sending.
Okay. Okay. And if there's nothing else, we can advance 4 hours till everyone reconvenes again and decide what your game plan is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simon, can you give me editing permissions for the spell gem just so I can mark off what spell I have stored in it?
Oh, okay. Spell gem. There we go.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. So a few hours pass of just killing time and just grabbing some bits of gossip. Helping cook a lovely dinner. Well, for that, you're not proficient in like cookware, are you? Riley?
I'm not sure. There's nothing here that says I am.
Okay, so for
Although
purpose of
I
this,
do have
since,
no, never mind. Go on.
yeah. So purpose of this, since you, if you're going to be spending like the whole day in the kitchen, just helping them out.
I see no reason not to.
Hmm?
I see no reason not to.
Okay. Yep. So it does lunch, but does pass and it gets into like the early dinner-ish. Some people eat dinner super early, so you help Helen down there, and you can choose how you'd like to cook. You can choose using your knowledge and techniques of cooking, or just like looking at the heart of the cards and just going by instinct.
I assume that's either a wisdom check or like a
Intelligence.
Well, I mean, obviously, whichever one is higher, I'm going to go for. Just a straight wisdom.
Yeah, let's go straight wisdom with this.
Ooh.
Yeah, you make a lovely. What dish would you like to make?
There's no fish around, so what else would Riley be proficient with?
So there's a lot of vegetables down here. There's a couple types of meat, mostly beef. Soups.
What they got? Like potatoes?
They got potatoes.
Could do like a shepherd's pie type deal.
All right. Yep, and there is like a oven that Helen does help get up to heat, but burns like a fire in there, but we'll let it die down, scrape away the ashes, and just you can bake a good amount of pies in that thing. Yeah.
That's the move then, since there's no fish around.
Yeah. And you just make like a lovely, almost perfectly seasoned, well cooked and stuffed shepherd's pie with a bunch of like chopped carrots and bits of like cubed beef and like celery. Just a lot of you mentioned make like a gravy around it too.
Mhm.
It's a, by comparison to the stuff you've eaten here since you got here, it's decadent. Like, and you didn't really know what like a shepherd's pie was. You just thought this would be a cool idea. You basically invented the shepherd's pie.
Nice. Oh, it reminds me of the fish pies I used to have. I figured to just swap out a few ingredients here and there.
Yeah, like halfway through the cooking, you see Helen just off to the side. This like older dwarf woman just stop cooking, grab like a notepad, and just fervently just record everything you're doing, pretty much, and just sweat from her brow, just like in the kitchen heat, just writing everything down.
Isn't that Gordon Ramsay's signature dish?
No, that's the beef Wellington.
Still.
Yeah. You managed to make a shit ton of shepherd's pie. Like with that roll, you make enough to feed like the whole building at the time, and probably plus more. To the point that like Morm just gives it away for free. Like everyone gets a shepherd pie. Jana, you're just up there conversing with a bunch of people, which is making new friends and such. Suddenly you get like a shepherd's pie like blasted into your face. Just like this perfect like like a small like garnish on top too of just like a bunch of leaves and like a gravy around it. It looks delicious.
Jana's gonna say to Riley, how come you never make this for us when we're on the road?
Well, we've got good berries and whatnot. And plus, I'm also, spending time fishing, so I don't really have too many vegetables or other types of meat to work with. So it's just really improvising today. I just thought this would be really neat, and I was right.
Well, keep it up. Now you're cooking with Mama.
Now I'm cooking with portals.
I'm just going to add a shepherd's pie to the list of food that can be served here.
Can I get proficiency with like chef's tools after that, or no?
It'll take a little bit. Like this is like a stroke of genius. It'll take more than like improvisation to like get proficient with stuff. Like you just look at a tool and you're not sure what it is, but it looks like it could do this.
Okay.
So like you don't know the proper use of it, but you're improvising pretty much, and you managed to make something real good out of it.
I do have cook's utensils in my inventory, so
Mhm.
It's not that I'm unaware.
Yeah, like you can use some stuff. You're just like you're not like you don't know the basis and rules that cooking entails, which you would need to take classes for that.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get the rules up, you can like make meals on the go. That'll give temporary buffs for the day and such.
Neat.
Once I get the rules written, if you guys want to do those, it's up to you.
I've been wanting to do that this whole time.
Okay. All right. So it's about 4:00 with you. If you look at your little pocket watches you got from Sylnia, at this point, Deirdre, all your attunement stuff finishes up, all your meditation and swapping out magic items for other magic items. Okay.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
just trying
all
to figure out passive perception modifier because it keeps giving me 243 instead of the right number, and that's not what my passive perception is.
that's weird.
I'll just figure it out in the background.
Okay. Cool. But you all reconvene at the same table. And Chris, I gave you gaseous form in your spells list, so you can organize that. I should be in your spells list at least. I dumped it in there. Just hope it did it. You'll reconvene over a nice shepherd's pie in front of you.
Well, I've heard Jana's review. How did the rest of you feel about it?
Maybe we can add a little bit of egg into it.
If you pull out your egg, I will chop off your arm and use it in my next pie.
Deirdre pulls out a little like spray bottle and like spritzes Chris.
Chris tries to drink it.
Make it extra.
Oh gosh.
You drink it by proxy because it hits you right in the face, and just some of the spray gets your mouth. You see Claudine just dive into the shepherd's pie. Just full gravy on her face. Like, just it's a mess the way she's eating it.
Riley tosses her a cloth.
Zero is visibly disgusted.
Claudine wipes her face, and like there's a big stain of gravy on it, and throws that to Zero. Yeah, and she just makes eye contact with you the whole time as she's just eating the rest of her pie.
Ew. So intimate. What are we?
Is she
Pie
inciting
buddies.
Well,
is she inciting a staring contest?
Oh my god.
If that's what you would like to interpret it as, then yes.
Okay.
I'm going to take that as a positive review.
Yeah, she just gives you a thumbs up. Can't speak because her face is full of pie right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's a good pie.
She swallows her last bite. Her face recovered with gravy, but she sort of just wipes it off on her sleeve. So, what's the plan? Still need to find this grave of the faceless? Want to do that today, or you want to do that the next?
Wouldn't it be better if we... Wait, Deirdre, you can cure her, right?
Tomorrow.
Well, let's hope she stays alive that long then.
Yeah, if she doesn't, like, also not a big deal. As I'm sure
least-
you've seen.
At least you would have had a good last meal. You won't die, Claudine. You're fine.
You guys are all saying this in front of her. You're
I
just
would
like, if she
hope
dies,
not.
she dies.
I would prefer not to die yet.
I am prepared to fight tomorrow.
I think our only problem is that we need a way into the city. We could do a repeat of what we did last time, but
Yeah, so let's press our luck.
What do we say when they ask us why we never exited town?
Oh, I forgot about that. Wait, how did we?
We all get in our various bags and we just get teleported back in again?
with the exception of Claudine, we can pretty much do that.
How did we
Works
get
for me.
out again?
We
Actual
teleported
teleport.
from San Lumina.
Yeah.
That was dumb on our part.
Well, the alternative was taking the slow way back and not making it in time to get to Claudine before she dies.
Well, if we're
Stupid as
teleporting,
it was kind of
Why
necessary.
don't we just teleport to the city and then walk out so we could walk in again?
Oh, that's a fair point. Oh shit, why didn't we do that?
Because we didn't have the teleporty rock from in the city, I think.
Well, Pratchell would have passed by the edge of the city, so we very easily could.
Can
Yep.
we just like toss it over the wall?
Well, no, because there's a barrier there, right? What we could
Pratchell
do.
go in and out?
Well, we
Well,
could.
Claudine still go in and out though, right?
Yeah,
Claudine
Claudine
goes in,
Yeah, yeah.
takes the rock
What-
with her.
What are we doing? What's this about a rock?
I thought we could teleport with a rock. I literally have no clue what's going on at any point.
No, that was
the
the
teleport-
focus.
Yeah, the teleport spell was Pratchell's thing. It's a pretty powerful spell. It just allows you to teleport anywhere in the world, pretty much. It's just the more detail you have of that location, the higher chance you'll actually get there. There's a percentile thing of failing. What Pratchell did was essentially grab a stone from outside the city, and that stone was sort of like key to that specific location. But Pratchell's no longer here, so
So we have to use our own skills, and with 2 teleporting elves, what we can do is
Simply be in.
we could stuff Deirdre in the bag. Claudine
Wait.
goes in normally, and then
Crazy idea.
Oh,
If we give Claudine the bell, we ring the bell first here. We all step inside. And then Claudine takes the bell and leaves. So we stay in the shop for a minute. Then she goes in. And when she's back in, she rings the bell and we pop back out.
Something tells me the Apnies are not going to take too kindly to that.
It's like a 5-minute thing. You don't have to know. We can just be like buying something, asking them about nonsense.
That's actually a really good idea. I like that.
that is
I mean, if you want to go in there and like buy something, like as a
Yeah.
team, like sure, why
Do
not,
you
right?
know if that's possible though? For like the little portal to close while we're in there?
why don't we
Let's try
test it
it.
now? Yes, exactly.
Ring the bell again.
I'll stay
Oh,
outside here with it.
Yeah. fuck
You
it.
guys go
Worth
in.
a shot. Like, hey, this is free and easy if it
Nope.
works.
I already did my thing. I already went in.
I wanna
We don't need to buy anything. We can just be like, oh, what about this thing? And they love to talk about stuff. Let's
Yeah,
give it a shot.
I go.
Doesn't Claudine have her own bell? Don't the 4 corners have their own like account?
No.
That's true.
Can you leave through a portal somebody else makes though? Like I don't see why not, actually, right?
Let's fucking try it.
What if
Simon's
we
sweating
use
right now.
our bell?
How does this work? Can they do that?
If we can like fucking circumvent all this like nonsense of getting into the city, because last time it took us like 3 sessions.
You gotta say, I really just want this to be easy.
Yeah, if we
Mhm.
if our plan doesn't work, I have another one. If we use our bell to get in, Claudine goes in, and then rings her bell, takes us out from when we were in there using
have the
her
bell.
door. Wait, Claudine doesn't have the bell?
Amanda took that.
Oh,
Had one
Okay,
bell
well,
piece
we'll
on it.
still try it our way. We'll still try it our way if we hand her off our bell.
Wait, so when Simon, whenever the portal, the curtains disappear, I guess after we step out, like, do we have to do anything to make them disappear? Or do they just leave when we leave?
When the last person leaves, that's when they disappear.
Well, we'll ask. Maybe we'll ask if they can like do a temporary, like, hey, we'll just be here for a second.
Yeah, I mean, if
Could
anything,
say-
we could
Close
try.
the doors.
We could try like going in, and then somebody can walk outside with the bell and ring it there, and see if we just move locations.
well,
You can say this is for Quincy.
Why would we?
Oh yeah.
or you could just be honest about it. What's Orville going to do to stop you?
Not close the curtain. Anyway, we're gonna try it. Let's talk you less more, do we?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are in the inn so far. Everyone's enjoying their shepherd's pie. Super distracted. Jenny, you ring the bell. Who's going in?
Riley's staying out.
Okay.
Janet's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably,
they're just
hopefully
staying out.
Claudine.
I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna take a shepherd's pie with me.
Okay.
Oh, are we bringing them a little gift? That's
Oh.
adorable. Do that, yeah.
There's an excess of shepherd pie. Yeah, you can do that.
Oh no, I was just gonna eat it while I wait.
Okay.
You really thought any?
Jana's
really
now
thought
bringing in
any-
shepherd's pie for them.
They're just gonna pack up a little bit of shepherd's pie and get someone to take it with them.
This could be
Somebody
a peace
take
offering from Riley.
Take some of the shepherd's pie for the frog guy, right? They're just holding it out at this point. Anybody taking it?
Riley's
Yeah,
staying
we're
behind.
taking it in.
Okay.
Okay, so Zero, Chris, and Jenna go in. Claudine will stay outside to balance out the numbers. And Jenna, you hand off the bell to someone.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll
who
give
took
it
hand
to
off?
Zero, not Chris.
Well, Zero's
no.
going in. That's
Yeah.
pointless.
Oh, yeah.
She gives it to me. I give it to Riley.
Okay, Riley has the
Wait.
bell.
Wait, but okay, yeah.
Because I mean, I thought that's what we were gonna do. We're gonna go inside, and then Riley can go outside and try to ring the bell somewhere else.
Yeah.
And see
Oh,
if the
okay.
portal
Got it.
takes us
I
over.
understand. I understand now.
Yep. So Zero, Chris, Jenna going in. Chris, you're holding like a tin of shepherd's pie. Delicious shepherd's pie. Jenna, you have a small cloth, like of 2 or 3 shepherd's pie in there. And you all walk in as Claudine, Deirdre, and Riley just casually just watching you guys walk in. The 3 of you walk in and you're met with the same atmosphere, cool, like crisp atmosphere. It's not hot in here, thank Jesus Christ. Yeah, around this time you do see Orville still. As you all, the 3 of you walk in. Oh, it is rare that we get 2 visits from the same customers in a day. Welcome to Theopore's and Rupor's Emporium for potions and portents. How may I assist you today?
Obviously, as this is happening, Riley's running out to like the back towards the stable where the horses are.
Okay.
Janice is gonna go, well, Riley made the most incredible dish anyone's ever had. We thought we'd bring it in for you guys to have a little taste. As a token of our thanks.
Okay. And you give Orville the sack of shepherd's pie. It's still pretty fresh. It hasn't been that long since they've been baked. Some sort of pastry. Intriguing. It's emitting quite the pleasant smell, and at second 20, you see a very familiar red cobalt head peek out of his workshop, and just and you can see as he starts running like full sprint Terminator style, run toward you. You see like this trail of drool following him, as he lunges at the sack, knocking like 2 of them onto the ground. Which he just takes both and just runs back to his workshop, leaving this like big wet streak of just slobber all over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna retcon and say Jana thought of this, and she's gonna pull out a second wrapped piece of shepherd's pie.
Okay.
And be like, I knew that was gonna happen.
Quite wise of you, Miss Burgess. Thank you. It is rare for customers of ours to acquaint themselves with us simple servants of the magical arts.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, you're at the back of the stables as you ring the bell. The curtains go up. Deirdre, you watch the curtains disappear. Yeah, the three of you inside. The three of you inside don't feel anything different. Like you don't hear
Riley-
anything. You don't like feel anything. You're just in there.
Riley will attempt to walk in.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
All right, you walk in.
Fuck out of this.
Okay, so Riley, you walk in and you see your three companions standing there with Orville, currently inspecting the shepherd's pie like it's some sort of like jewelry, and he's trying to appraise it. Ma, Riley, was it?
That's me.
Quite some time since we've seen you last.
Well, I'm not really on the best terms with one of your masters right now. It's probably best I'm not seen too often.
Which master is this?
Oh, I did something I shouldn't have to Theopod, and so keeping my distance for the time being.
Master Theopod is not one to hold grudges, from what I've seen.
Oh,
Paul, on the other hand,
maybe I'll try coming back in another time then. I'm just here to inform my companions of something, and he'll lean into wherever Chris isn't, either Zero or Jana, and be like,
Thumbs up.
"It worked."
Nice. Well, Jan will try and start wrapping up the conversation, being like, well, we've always appreciated the wonderful service you guys have always shown us, and we wanted to show our gratitude.
why, thank you. Forgive me, I am not well accustomed to niceties.
If you guys ever start putting like a employee survey on the bottom of receipts, I'd fill it out every time and give you 10 stars.
Now that is an idea. Like for the not I think it's like not for the first time, I think, but it's like the second time you've seen like Orville smile.
Aww.
It's kind of gross because he doesn't really have like a lot of teeth in there. He doesn't. It's kind of like gross and gummy.
Aw.
But there is a smile across Orville's face.
There should be more frogs in Dungeons and Dragons.
And you watch Orville sit behind the counter and like pull out a handkerchief, and he like puts it on his lap, and he like takes out like a like very decadent like fork and knife, and starts like gingerly cutting into this thing, and just like stabbing the piece and like holding it up to the light, gravy dripping off of it, and just takes a little bite. And he just continues eating it.
Well, I hope you enjoy. See you soon, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll let you eat in peace.
Again, you watch as you go. You look at Betty's workshop, and you see just crumbs flying out of it. Just gravy everywhere. Okay, you leave the shop.
A show.
Yeah.
Okay, and before you find yourselves out back with your horses, near the just like near the like where you first met with Claudine, like a fairly secluded back alley.
So how about that? Looks like our plan is a go.
Hell yeah. This is also nice. This is great for this scenario, but like any worst case scenario, good to know we can always shove people in. Potentially. It's always a risk with the door being open, but depending on what's happening, this is nice to know. I think this is our way in, though.
I believe so as well.
All right, let's go tell Claudine.
Yep. Clever use of my own mechanics. Good job. I did not think about this.
We just have to the price you pay is awkward small talk for 5 minutes with Orville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you'd have to
what's our
contend with the
excuse
fact
for
that
the third time?
yeah, you'd have to contend with the fact that this is not one of their services. So
Right.
yeah, you're gonna have to.
And I'll say this was
disguise it.
fine because we had a nice little dinner to bring. When we do the same little routine tomorrow, I don't know what we're gonna say. I'm just what's happening? How's it
probably
going?
Gonna have to buy something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
However
we could.
small.
I'll go buy something tomorrow.
Yeah, we
We
could
can
stand to
always
get another
use,
potion of
healing
poison
potions.
resistance.
Gotta cash
Or
in
that too,
those
yeah.
gems.
Yeah. Because there's the one that gives you poison. Deirdre has a spell that gives you poison resistance for an hour, and that is not concentration. And I can blow a spell slot or two on that. So, and then I don't have to hold concentration on the one that gives everyone poison resistance. If we all just get poison resistance, because there's Chris got a poison resistance potion. Deirdre is a ghost, and that leaves 3 more people who need poison resistance. I have 3 second level spell slots. I would like a couple of them for my own purposes.
I don't know if it worked. Jana had that protection from poison spell too that she had prepped.
Wait, is that a druid spell? It might be a druid spell as well. So we could each cast it on one person and then get one more poison resistance potion, and then
It's to be touch a creature. If it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison. If more than one poison affects it, you neutralize one of blah 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 blah. Whatever that spell says.
yeah. And for the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned and has resistance to poison damage. No less for an hour.
So Jana has that prepped.
Sweet, yeah. So if we get one more poison resistance potion, then we each spend 1 slot, and then we all have poison resistance. So
Jana will. Oh, is it concentration? Is that why?
no, it's not.
Oh, and Jana has so many spell slots she can burn on it. Because I almost never use my higher level ones.
In that case, yeah, by all means.
I have the only one even above 3. Like I have four spell slots above level 2, and I only have 1 spell above there that I can only use once. So it's like I got 3 things I can burn.
Yeah, so if you have a second level spell you're burning, like, hold on, do you want me to prep it?
I don't know.
1 second.
Jana already has it prepped.
You know, because I can prep it for our doctor fight. How many second level spells
Did
are
we?
you gonna burn?
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Because if I spend 1 and you spend 2, then we don't need another poison resistance potion.
Let's do that then. I can do that.
Yeah, works for me. Wait, what about Claudine? Does Claudine want a poison resistance thing?
And I'm gonna assume we tried this on her because for some reason one of my spells was burned, and I don't remember doing it. So I think I think Jana tried doing it on Claudine and it didn't work.
Yeah, I think our plan is tomorrow we'll do some greater restorations and see what happens.
Okay. So you guys actually can make your way back to the inn. Claudine's sitting there, having watched you just teleport back there. Claudine asks, "So, do you want me to get you in today, or
the day after we carry you? Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow? Why that?
Because tomorrow I'm gonna have all my spells prepared, and we're gonna fix whatever's up with Claudine, and then I would like to get all of my spells back. So, day after tomorrow.
Hold on. Okay, 2 things. Sorry. So if Claudine is sick and dying, I'm assuming the perioperative wound closure won't work on her because that's more of like a, it's not like an ongoing thing that could bring you under your hit points if she were to pass it off.
Maybe.
Interesting. Okay, sorry, I interrupted you, Misty.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
There is one more precaution we need to take. Even if we heal Claudine up, it's not going to be enough to just have her go in alone. If we're all stuck in the Atneys, right, and Claudine's the only one on the outside with the bell, it would be very easy to pick her off just somewhere and leave us stranded in there. Or
Well,
even
we just
worse,
walk back out the curtain. The thing never closes; it just reappears somewhere else.
we wouldn't be holding the bell. Oh, I mean, I guess that's true, but
we
then
could
we'd lose
still
Claudine.
we just lose the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still catastrophically bad. I should probably go in with her. I can cast invisibility on myself and make sure that everything's fine.
I thought there was
I'm
that
sure
thing
there's,
that
like-
detected magic when you went through.
Yeah.
No, I
they-
teleport in and then I cast invisibility.
That'll do it.
You could have teleported in this whole time.
Wait, if you can teleport
Yes.
in, why don't we
I
all
mean,
just give in the
we-
magic bags and you teleport in?
I don't
Because
know,
some
right?
people
Like,
don't like not having much oxygen.
that, and
Capitalize.
I feel like surely a city like this who's prepared, like having magic like preparation at the door so they can detect if anyone's like fucking around with them, or they have like stuff above the gate, like the wall or whatever, to stop anyone from climbing it or like flying over. Surely
Do you
they
not
have-
remember our initial sneaking in? That's exactly what we did. We teleported in. I don't remember why we had to do that.
Skeleton
Yeah.
smuggling.
When
Was it
did
because
we
of the
do that?
skeletons?
Did
I
you?
don't
And
think
also
so.
Arcadium.
I don't
That was
think we
basically
did.
Janet just walked
No, we
in.
did. We did.
I don't think
There
I
was.
did.
I don't remember what it was, but both Chris and Riley had to teleport for some reason.
Yeah, because
we
you.
had to go get Deirdre
Yeah,
For what reason?
because of the skeletons. We
Yeah,
all
'cause
went in the normal way, and then
It was literally because of the skeletons. Oh,
it was because of,
Yeah.
and also Arcadium. I have all kinds of. Deirdre has a
Oh,
bag
okay.
full of so much crime material.
oh.
Yeah,
Then why
so I
doesn't
think
just Riley teleport in and Claudine comes with us?
you teleported out, grabbed my bag, and then teleported back,
Yeah, I need those
and you
paperwork.
each cast the spell once, and then Deirdre went in normally.
Interesting idea. I guess I could do that.
Yeah, so if
No,
you're
I
teleporting
completely
in,
forgot about the
Deirdre-
teleportation because I didn't do it. It was just Deirdre and you guys.
All right, so I guess I could teleport. And then I need to get to the other side of the city and teleport out again, and then bring everybody back in and do it that way. We can't bring Claudine with us that way.
well,
because-
Claudine can just go in.
Exactly. Well, this is why I suggested this to begin with.
Wait, no. So Claudine would come with us in the Atme store, and just
No.
Riley.
No, because
Why
you're
not?
saying she needs to be like documented as entering. the city
Oh,
or doing
got
action.
Got it. That's still fine.
Right, so Claudine goes in, we all get in the magic bag, and then we all teleport in.
No.
Or Deirdre gets in the
Claudine-
magic bag, and Riley teleports in at least.
Riley
Yeah,
just takes the bell
okay.
instead of Claudine.
Yeah, Riley
That's
just takes
what's
the bell and
happening.
teleports in.
I guess
And
I guess we could do that through.
Deirdre's in the bag, so you're not alone. You just take an action and pull her out if anything happens, or really as soon as you get in.
Okay, so we're going to have a squad of 3, the same 3 that just went in. Oh, okay.
We found a
Alright.
loophole. God damn if we're not going to use it.
Yeah. You have 2 days to come up with an excuse to go to the Atneys again.
Just buy something.
Yeah, I'll buy
Spice
something
up.
tomorrow.
Yeah, but to be in there for the line is going to take 10 minutes.
What are you talking about? What line?
Oh, wait, no, because if you have the bell and you're just teleporting, then yeah, it's fine. Never mind. Ignore what I said. I will also be right back in 2 minutes.
I'm going with my plan. I think if we get Claudine in, and then I guess it doesn't matter which one of us holds the bell, as long as we're both in. And then all I have to do is teleport out again as Claudine leaves. We should do that tomorrow, because then we can spend the rest of the day outside the city and just walk back in.
I think we should do the thing as soon as possible. 'Cause
Yeah.
what if this poison or whatever still continues to affect her after restoration and that sort of thing?
And if Deirdre's worried about losing spells, well, that's fine, because if we get all this done at the same day, we all get our spells back at the same time. And if we spend the day outside the city and go back in normally, no spells will be used that day. So we should infiltrate tomorrow and then come back in the next day at full strength.
That'll work.
I am back.
Welcome back. Claudine, any objections?
Why do we need to come back outside again?
You see, we were on the other side of the gate, so we're probably documented as having left that way. And if we were to, go up to the front gate again, they'd be like, "Oh, that's funny. Records indicate that you were at the other gate the other time. So why are you here now? How'd you get back here?"
Once we teleport in and then finish the business and just leave normally, wouldn't that just sort of clear things up?
No, because we left. So once we teleport into the city proper, right? I at least have to teleport back out and drop everybody else off outside.
Claudine's right.
Claudine is fine.
We teleport in, and then we leave normally, and then everything's good. Everything's documented properly.
No, because we're documented as being outside of the city right now, on the other side. And these bureaucrats are going to notice some sort of discrepancy.
Are we? Oh, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys went in normally the first time, went to the mines, then teleported out. That's pretty much it.
So we are
like they didn't document
the other side of the city.
What, they didn't document us leaving to the mines?
Yeah, I thought there was another checkpoint too when you exited.
There was.
Mm-hmm. There was.
Yeah, so were we not documented having left to the mines? Why would we then come through the front?
You were documented in like that side of the area, but like the checkpoints, as far as you're aware, they're mostly at like the biggest documentations happens at the front of the gates. The rest is mostly just like checking your ID and stuff.
Yeah, like they didn't search our
That's
the other one.
That's as far as we're aware.
Hmm?
That language, I don't like it because that's not confirming anything.
Honestly,
which is why I need this plan to happen, because we don't know. It's better to play it safe.
I honestly think they're expecting us to come in.
Who's they?
Why? Because you think that the Gravekeepers are in cahoots with the Tetscat government?
Yep.
That's a fair assessment, but if we arouse less suspicion by doing it proper.
I think as long as we're in, we're good.
Yeah, I think the extra step is, I'm all for caution and all that, but I think it might just be a little unnecessary if we're just trying to get one thing done in particular. If anything, if we get to the checkpoint and they do question us about it, we can just lie. We're liars.
Let's see. 1 second.
I just don't want to overthink it and spend too much time on it.
Riley is not okay with that. I'm going in normally. You guys do whatever you want. In that case,
Wait, what do you mean by going in normally?
What I mean, like doing the plan that Riley said he was going to do.
Okay, teleporting.
Yeah, teleporting in, teleporting out again, and then walking back in from the other side.
Okay, then Claudine can just walk in with the bell.
No, because if Riley's teleporting in, Riley can just have the bell. And teleport in with Deirdre in the bag. Then ring the bell. And then everybody comes out, and then Riley can teleport out and come in normally.
Okay.
What? Oh, so you want me to teleport in with the bell, stop or ring the bell, drop you guys off, and then do my thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody else cares about, I think, coming back in.
All right. Claudine, then. Could I have you follow me to the end gate? I mean, I'll be invisible, so you won't know, but just stop there and wait for me to pass through again.
We're not doing this for another 2 days, right?
No. We want to do that. Do we want to do that tomorrow? My whole plan is falling apart in front of my eyes, so I don't know.
You know, because we don't need to be in for another 2 days, because we're taking 1 day to cure Claudine, and then the next day to get our spells back.
Okay, hold on. 0. Roll persuasion DC 10.
Why? What
Because
about
you were the one who
why?
were,
Because why?
because you were the one who was like, nobody really cares.
I'm not trying to persuade you though. I don't care if you do or don't.
The problem is Riley needs to be persuaded. Otherwise, he's going to waste his time with this nonsense. He's already decided he's wasting his time with this nonsense, so he needs to be convinced not to.
Please, I don't know what's going on right
Honestly, sure, take guidance.
now. Okay. Zora puts their hand out for a little high five from Deirdre, and then I will, I guess, roll persuasion.
Oh, you needed it. Alright, fine. Never mind then. If something bad happens, though, just know that I warned you.
I don't. Okay. Okay.
I'm of the mind that the sooner that we teleport in, get into the city, the more we can snoop around and figure out what exactly we need to go.
That's true.
If Deirdre can do her restoration stuff at the beginning of the day tomorrow, and then maybe take a rest or whatever, and
Yeah.
then we do it at night tomorrow, like go in
Well,
and do things.
Let's just call it restore tomorrow, then spend the rest of the day snooping. I have some business I would like to do in the town anyways. I'm looking to get some armor commissioned. If you figure we'll be here for another week or so at least.
It all depends on what happens with the Gravekeepers, I suppose. If they're in cahoots with the Tetskat government, then our only two options are to run or to fight the government. And who knows how well that's going to go? I don't know how strong they are. Can they take a lightning bolt to the face? Probably.
Right, so what you're saying is this is not the place to get my armor commissioned? Like, what's the group consensus there?
Yeah, probably not. Just play it
But
by
they're
ear.
legendary forgers, aren't they? Like, and I need a masterwork craftsman because I would like some fancy armor, let's call it.
Well, you're rolling that gamble yourself.
Right, but can I, if everything all goes to plan, can we say, yes, we can stay here for the week, or?
If
I'm on board
everything
with that.
goes to plan, sure. But this is why I say we play by ear.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, like, it's an extra day if we wait until afterwards. I'll just wait until afterwards.
Alright, well, I've nothing more to discuss.
Right, so just hang out till tomorrow then.
Pretty much. Zero, you should check and see if we're being scryed on.
Yeah, I can. But can I do that, please?
Yeah. Using Eye of Truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just taking a look around, just trying to see if there's anything looking at you. Don't see any balls looking at you or anything. At this current moment, at least.
Alright, well, at least they don't know about our plan. That's good.
Probably crying.
Okay. Just hanging out for the rest of the night.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So you wake up. You guys can do anything in the next 16 hours you have to kill. Would you wake up around? Let's see, if someone interrupts you to do something. You wake up around the 8 o'clock or so. Most of the city is coming to life. Morm is still up, or up now, helping cook some stuff. There's still some people that are just sleeping on the chairs in the Cat's Cradle Inn. And it's easy enough to get rooms here. That can be free or it can be as expensive as you want. Yeah, not the most comfortable rooms. Definitely not the most comfortable rooms. But they are functionally rooms. They're private, so don't need to worry about that. You can pay more if you would like.
Riley imparts another 5 gold on the establishment.
Okay.
Let me just... That would be 16. Okay.
I want to even up my gold. I'll give him 50.
Jesus, okay.
But he's been a help.
This tavern's
And we're
been
like
run for another
super
6 months.
fucking loaded.
Okay. All right. Yep. But you wake up, the scent of stale shepherd's pie, the gravy in it, and the there's like roasting of meats and soups fills the air under, and the cat squiggles in as you all exit out. As you all leave the town, are you taking your horses or no?
Oh, we haven't even cured.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were good.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna try that.
Yeah, hold on, let me just change up my spells. Let's to start off, cast Greater Restoration, see what that does.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So you cast Greater Restoration on Claudine. The strange spider web like there we go. Like veins, like weird growth that's like pulsating on her neck. It's begun to creep up her head as you focus your energy into Greater Restoration and into her. You feel it slip off and then slowly begins coalescing inside Claudine. You can see Claudine begin to like clench and like wince in pain as you see the veins slowly begin to retract. By the time the spell ends, the veins are still black and they're still there, but they're noticeably subsided.
Okay, I would like to cast as a ritual detect poison and disease, and I want to see like all that. I want to see what's up with this.
Okay. Yep. So 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Who's around?
No, I would assume all of us.
Okay, all around. Okay, cool. So you cast detect poison and disease. You definitely sense the poison is still within Claudine. You identify it as well. Yeah, so it is a poison called slow death. It is you know the specifics of it, but you do know that it's a very like one of the most powerful poisons ever, pretty much. It's specifically meant to be difficult to remove.
Okay.
Yeah, but it appears that Greater Restoration is still working. As you're focusing on the poison, you note you catch other pings. 4 other pings around you. 1 in Zero, 1 in Riley, 1 in Jenna, and 1 in Chris. Not poison, disease.
Oh.
Give it to us straight, Doc. What do we got?
What's up? What's happening?
You don't know.
Do I get the kind of poison or disease, or is this like divination blocked?
You don't know. Like you sense something within them, but you like it's just not. You sense the disease, but you don't know the specifics. You don't. There's no like symptoms or anything. It's there.
Title of the session is going to be "The Gang Gets Coronavirus."
No, I'm not sure if you all know this, but you are all quite ill with disease. Hold on, let me see if I can purge it. And Dirge is just going to cast Lesser Restoration on. Fuck it, let's roll a d4.
Who's who? I want 3.
Just top down. 1. That's 0.
Okay.
Does
Sure.
it
So
cleanse?
you focus on lesser restoration on 0. No effect.
Yeah, this
like,
is
the spell goes in but doesn't do anything.
the disease is still there.
Seemingly unaffected.
We have
Right. You all have some kind of incredibly potent disease on you. Is that
it
like
the bone
on
thing
purpose?
again? Is it just stuck in there from when we got it the first time? I wonder.
Hold on, I'll try this, and I'll cast Remove Curse on 0.
Okay, so you cast Move Curse on 0. There doesn't seem to be a curse there to remove.
I would like to try something.
Okay, what would you like to try?
I'm gonna use one of my charges on my Truth Seer to make a. Oh, I don't know if I should make a medicine or religion check. I want to try to like see if I can detect what the fuck is wrong with me or something.
Using the vast repertoire of stuff you have.
Oh yes.
Riley
Okay.
will inspire. Please, you all figured out what's wrong with us. And inspiration.
I'll
Are
drop
we all
concentration
sick
on.
or something?
I'm gonna like.
Yes,
are we like in the tavern area, like at the tables?
Yeah, I'd imagine we have like
yeah.
a. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand down on the table and I'm gonna carve like I'm just gonna put my dagger in the palm of my hand and just like draw some blood, just as part of the process to see if I can figure out what's going on.
Also give you guidance and drop con on detect poison and disease to do that.
Okay. So you draw, like you just draw your thumb across the blade. You don't feel it; it's that sharp until like a second later, it starts to throb a little bit as you leave a small streak of blood across the edge of Truth Seer. And in a familiar, almost different in a way, but familiar sense, the blood gets absorbed into the dagger. What check are you making?
I want to make a. Fuck, I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, add a D10 to it.
Yeah.
And
Can I
a
use
D4.
guidance and inspiration at the same time?
Yeah, they stuck.
Yep.
Oh geez, okay. I'll do fuck.
Is it like any of the regular skills?
No, it has to be Arcana, History, Insight, Medicine, Nature, or Religion. I don't think.
Medicine, right? Medicine's like health stuff.
I would
Yeah,
think so, but I'm
what's
also
there?
like talking to my god, kind of, and then I have a -1 to medicine and a +4 to religion. So
I'm good at medicine, I think.
But you're not the one with Truth Seeker.
I'm just gonna do a religion check to see.
Well,
if
you got a +10 to it, so maybe this is
No,
a good
a
time
plus
to use so
D10,
we can
which
work.
could
Who
be a
knows?
+10 or
Follow your heart.
No, yeah, I'll do a medicine check and then I'll use everything I have. Yeah.
Okay, so roll medicine check. Add with advantage. Add a D10 and a D4.
You got this.
Yeah, I think this is a wrap.
I'm gonna laugh if it's like indigestion from the shepherd's pie.
Okay, so that's 23, I believe.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
use the mono by sharing a toothbrush.
Yep. And you'll be telling everybody this?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I guess so. Yeah.
Sure. So your vision gets it's a bit different in the sense. It's not you just got a flow of information. This time you see the process of what's going on. You see your patron, Alina, with a small vial of your blood, just going through books, like running it through tests. Like the information comes to you instantly in real life, but it looks like you're just watching the process in your brain. You see her look back at you and hold up a book in front of you. And you see visions, or like the ink begins to forming these pictures. You see a battle. You see a bear with a gnome on top of it. You see a tiefling. You see a like a cleric ghost. You see your party in a purple cavern talking to a strange spiky creature that's been floating. And you see there's like a illustrative image of the five of you touching this pillar, and almost zooms in on your hands as you see microscopic needles have pierced your skin. You see it travel down your veins, and you see it like this strange spiky protrusion in the center of your body pulsating.
Wait, when did we touch that pillar?
We did it to see the vision.
Yeah, we all did.
I gave a piece.
Does
of
it show how to cure it?
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Like soup. We gotta drink some soup. Take a little nap.
But your vision gets shunted back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity. with that nugget of information in your head.
Well,
Should I try to use another charge to figure out how to get rid of it?
probably.
Okay.
We're-
can
We're about to see a doctor, right? We'll just ask
I'll
him.
say
Oh,
with
yeah.
I'll say with the roll that you made, you get the sense that you could have gotten like it's very similar to what the bone polluter gave you. So the same process would probably work.
Okay.
what did we do last time?
We
Greater
used
Greater
greater
Restorations.
restoration.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right.
Back into
so,
the mines, anyone?
How would we go back?
Yeah.
Well, we would just take the same path that we did last time.
What?
But
Why?
why? What?
To get more diamond dust so that we can live.
Oh, is that what we needed to do greater restoration?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got
Oh.
diamond dust on the deck, diamond dust on the floor. Like
Twisted.
roasted.
How much does a fucking diamond cost? If we just go to the Atneys, how much does a diamond cost? Does anyone
It's
have-
100 gold of diamond dust each casting.
Oh, I mean, fucking we.
That's it?
We can just
Yeah,
pay for
that's
it.
Yeah, we have money.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Simon, you said the greater restoration did something to Claudine.
Like
Would it do more if I casted it again? Can I,
probably
make a medicine check?
Probably.
the pulse, like the black veins, did subside when you cast Greater Restoration, but it's still there.
Did they when the spell ended? Did they go back?
No, they subsided in size.
Okay, so let's just do it more, right?
You try.
I mean, that's what, 300
Yeah,
you've
I
got
mean,
left?
I can cast it
So
2 more
that's still
times. today.
200 for us if we need it later.
I only have 300. Wait, do I? I don't think I reduced it last time. I have 300 left. I'll cast Greater Restoration again and see if it disappears.
Okay, so you cast it one more time. The spider web-like effect subsides, and all that's left is a small, it's not small. It's like a fist-sized, almost bruise look on her neck. It's still black though.
Okay, so the poison's still there, or is this just leftover effects?
It still seemed to be there. With you, I'll say this is still within your concentration of the poison.
I dropped it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it looks like it's still there. It's not completely subsided yet.
Fuck it, one more. I can cast it one more time today.
Okay, so you cast it one more time, and with that, the black spot on her neck, about the size of a fist, begins to shrink and shrink until all that's left is just smooth gray skin and an injection point.
So it's gone now, fully gone and not coming back.
Seemingly, you don't see any visible effects on it.
I'll just burn a slot, detect poison and disease again, just make sure.
Okay. Yeah, you judge that Claudine is fully poison free. Your friends are still diseased.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
Claudine, you're good. Congrats. You're not gonna die unless you get stabbed real good. Everyone else still incredibly diseased. We should do something about that eventually.
Claudine, I hate to be the one to ask, but you've got some diamond dust elsewhere, right? Maybe you've procured some in your heists.
I didn't need any diamond dust. I had small-ish diamonds on jewelry, mostly the magic stuff needed for the gemstones were needed for Mondo's thing. Moving into the city, I can try stealing some, but
Works for me.
Nah. If you don't already have some, let's just get some from the Atneys. It'll be a good excuse to use the whole warping thing anyway with the bell, so it's probably a good idea.
Right.
So, how many times a day can Deirdre do Greater Restoration?
3, but that's all of my highest level spell slots.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's because I have 2 5th and 1 6th.
Which means it's not even enough to get us all cured anyway.
Yeah, no. So I vote we wait until after the doctor, because there's no immediate effects right now.
Would Zero have gotten an idea of how long it would take for this disease to really affect us?
I can make another check if I have to.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah, I would say if you wanted the time frame and what exactly is going on, well, you did. I'll just tackle together the other medicine check. Since it's all pertaining to the same subject anyway, you get the sense that like whatever this disease is, this whatever that's like afflicting you guys, whatever it is dormant right now. Like its natural state is to be like active. Right now it's not doing anything. But it's there.
Okay, so I figure whenever we run into that thing again, it'll like activate it. And that's when it will cause problems.
Maybe it's not even something that will afflict us, but rather some sort of tracker that they can use to find us now. Because
Perhaps,
we've had
but-
this for a while now, like a good few days, and if it's not doing anything to us, not spreading, I don't think it will. I think what will happen is that we now have the mark of it, and so it can find us at will.
Well, I'm not really a magic-y type. I don't know.
Well, I'm just
Anyone
wildly
else?
guessing as well. But considering the timeline, how long it's been since we touched that pillar, and how little has been done since then, it's either the world's slowest disease, or it's not a disease at all.
Well, it's some kind of disease. I casted my spell and it came up as a disease.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, we're not going to get sick because of it.
But that's what diseases do. Well, at any rate, probably want that gone, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll have to
right.
warn,
So we fight the doctor, whatever's left over. Yeah. Next couple days. You'll be fine.
So, are we getting into the city today then? Claudine's fine and well now.
Yes, but I need your word that we are not fighting the doctor today.
Well, I can't promise that. What if he comes to us?
Right, so that makes sense if we don't go yet.
That was my thinking as well.
We still don't
I
know
mean-
even where we need to go.
I mean, how long does Deirdre need to restore everything? 4 hours?
What? No,
mean,
that would be the
technically the-
elves. Wait, only
No,
4 hours?
Technically, you can only take one long rest a day, so yeah, that's what makes the 4-hour long rest not insanely broken.
You can only take one long rest a day.
Yeah. Typically, anyways. I'm
I
not
beg
sure
to
if someone with
differ. I sit in bed all day. My full day is a full rest, and then I go to bed.
it's up to Simon to rule it differently, though. Like, if we can just take 4 hours for a long rest, let's just do that.
I never knew about that rule, and I haven't been applying it, so we'll just keep it the same, I guess.
Love that. Yeah, let's. Deirdre will take 4 hours, and I guess prepare all kinds of new spells and get her spells back.
Sure, if you want to take the time for that, I guess.
Yeah, might as well.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna send Isaac out throughout the day just to kind of patrol the city, just to, like the outside of the city, I guess, and just see if he finds anything cool, anything interesting.
Okay. Make a perception check with Isaac.
Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. It's 21.
Sure. Okay. Sure. So you send out Isaac just going around, patrolling, looking through the alleys. That seems to be where shit happens. You seen the ramshackle part, or Isaac's using the ramshackle parts at least. Are you focusing through his stuff or no?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
just do that.
Sure. You focus around, or Isaac spots a group of people almost lined up on a wall. 3 people. They seem to be dwarves from the distance. For the purposes of this, Isaac drops down a bit lower. You see 3 dwarves. They look beat to shit. Like they don't, like, not like currently beat to shit. It looks like they've went through the ringer. One of them has a broken arm. A couple of them have like broken noses and like just bruises all over. You recognize these as the 3 dwarves that are kicking the shit out of that elf guy. And you also see another dwarf there. He's younger looking, like long orange hair, sort of kept swept back. Doesn't have like a big beard like most of the dwarves, just like sort of like a short stubble, just wild hair. Sort of dressed in like a long, flowing white shirt with just bearing his chest. You see like a little puff of chest hair there. You see him just stood there with his arms on his hips. As sort of just lands near it, having decided this is something interesting. You can make out some words. You hear the younger orange-haired dwarf just yelling, just going like, "The hell were you thinking? Just attacking people just down in the middle of nowhere? That's not what the old sons are about. Disgraces to your family, all of you." You watch the guy whose arm you broke. It's like, "But Jonjan, they're just elves." You hear the orange-haired dwarf just go, "They are people, Titus. Everybody deserves a fair shot in Tescat. This is not what we are all about. We're being oppressed by everybody out there. If they come here for the freedom, jobs, livelihood, they deserve a shot." You watch as this dwarf who's currently berating these 3 dudes pull open like the jacket they're wearing and like pull out a pin from all 3 of them. With Isaac's supervision, I'll say that it looks like some sort of metal pin, like signifying some sort of status. As the dwarf sort of backs up, hands on his hips again. "I can't believe I called you my brothers. You're no longer sons of the old clans. Get out of my sight." As the 3 lined up against the wall just look at each other and just slowly slink out of view. As the orange-haired dwarf just sits there watching them walk away and just shakes his head, leans up against the wall and pulls out a pipe and begins smoking it.
Interesting.
Okay. But for the rest of the 4 hours or so that Deirdre is recovering, Isaac doesn't see anything else of interest. Okay. Anything else?
I had a quick question. Claudine said whenever she was with the doctor, there was also a redheaded dwarf there.
Mm-hmm. Like red hair, yeah.
Okay, a good amount of them are probably redheaded, but I guess after I see this, I'm gonna go up to Claudine wherever she's at, and I'm gonna cast Silent Image, and I want to create the image of the dwarf I just saw, and I'm gonna ask her if he looks familiar.
So maybe cast an image, making this the image of this dwarf on the wall, just smoking a pipe casually. Claudius looks at it. I thought I didn't see him in the basement. If that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Thought I saw his face somewhere. I'm gonna tell him to check with Claudine.
Guys, Simon told me that Claudine can't read. It's canon.
It's an idea I had that I decided to forgo.
No, he said it's canon.
Not to.
Wow, I can't believe Claudine can't read.
Even Riley can read, and he's a country bumpkin.
Claudine sort of just looks at this dwarf. I think I've seen his face before somewhere, but I just never. It doesn't ring any bells. Why, you think he's involved?
I'm just gonna shrug at her and walk away. And as I'm walking away, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to flick her ear, and I'm done.
Okay. Sure. So you just like ring finger or middle finger? How much power you want to put in this?
Middle finger.
Okay, full power. So like it would have been a beautiful work of art in slow motion as you just like flick the mage hand, and it's just like you don't see anything. You know, it's invisible, but like you can, like in slow motion, would have just like rippled across the ear and stuff. It was a perfect ear flick. As you watch Claudine just react and then just look at you with pure hate and fuck in her eyes.
My back's turned. I'm walking away. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Claudine will
No
remember
good
this.
days for Claudine. No good days.
Okay.
What's really
Anything
cool
else,
about
Daniela?
short rests is that Riley gets his inspiration dice back.
Nice.
So I don't really care how long we're resting for, because that's the only resource he's missing.
Okay. Anything else?
Hmm.
I'm just waiting for battle.
Yeah, you're going into battle and need some the finest potions.
Yep.
Well, I suppose the daily checkup on the horse should do, but that's probably insignificant.
Yeah, I guess I will tell the fellas to watch the horses while we're gone.
Well, they already know.
Yeah.
Okay. Something else? Sure. 4 hours pass, and it's about midday again. The lunch rush comes in. People coming in to escape the heat, bringing in all sorts of smells with them. Some of these people don't seem to have bathed in a while, especially in the hot sun. It gets muggy and stuffy in here real quick. Okay, but yeah, Deirdre, you finish your sleep mode.
Sweet. I regained my things.
Okay, what's the move?
Deirdre says, 5 more minutes, and climbs into the bag, and the bag finds its way to Riley's belt.
All right. This is what I'm tasked with, then. Let us be on our way, I suppose. Would teleportation break invisibility?
It's a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unless there's greater invisibility just
I do
breaks
not.
anytime you attack someone or cast a spell, any spell.
All right. Yeah, for safety, then. Once everybody's ready, I'll ring the bell. You guys can hop in.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right, ring in that bell.
Okay. As a big curtain, the black drapes, appear. All of you walk in, save Claudine. Okay. And the three of you find yourselves in the Emporium again, with Orville dressed dapperly as usual, still standing there. Welcome to Theopol and RuPaul's Emporium for potions and portents. It is rare we get return visitors so soon, and so repeatedly.
What can we say?
I would like to inform you that we found out that that obelisk piece that I gave to you might have caused some sort of infection in us. So you might want to get checked out.
Did we just give Orville an STD?
For fun, make a persuasion or intimidation check.
Okay.
Don't go with intimidation. Don't do it.
We're gonna be stuck in here with him for the next 10 minutes, and this is how you choose to proceed.
Just make it awkward right away.
Okay. Yeah. Orville doesn't seem to react as maybe as funny as you would have hoped. He just goes, believe you me, I do take the greatest of precautions when handling unknown items, as does the Master's Atney. I believe we are well protected against such things. Thank you for the warning, however.
I think that leaves us kind of want some maybe diamond dust
So soon.
for ourselves.
For the casting of greater restoration, I imagine.
Yep.
It has not been long since you've bought a considerable amount of diamond dust, and another return customer came in buying the same item.
Do you have any in stock?
We do. A limited quantity, and this would be all of our stock. We have 1,800 diamond worth available that we can grind up into dust, should you wish.
Well, you only need the 400. At maximum 800, I would imagine.
It's 100 per person, right?
Yes.
Then I'll just pay for myself. I'll pay 100 for diamond dust for myself then.
That is 100. Did the others wish to have diamond dust for greater restoration? Sort of looks to you, Zero and Jana.
Yeah. What was it, 100? A hundo? Jana forks it over.
Okay. Zero, you buying any?
Yeah, sure, for that one.
Okay. That will be 300 gold worth of diamond dust. Give me a moment as I grind this into the proper form required for the casting. It takes a little bit. About like 5-10 minutes. He does come back with 3 separate pouches of diamond dust and hands them to each of you. The 100 gold from the each of you, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take a nap.
Okay. Do get better soon. Is there anything else I could help you with?
How much is a greater healing potion again?
That would be 250 gold pieces for a potion of greater healing. We currently have 3 in stock.
Hmm. I'll go ahead and take all 3.
Very well. Be 750 gold pieces from you.
Gotcha.
So it blows my mind how you rolled for these guys randomly, and now they're like your greatest asset.
Honestly, I don't know what we would do if not for the Atneys. We have gotten so much.
We're their best customers.
We really are, aren't we?
We don't really know that. We don't know the logistics of their other customers. Four Corners were probably just as active as we were, and you also don't know who else uses them.
I mean, we haven't bought really a whole lot of like super high ticket items, like the 8,000, 10,000 gold stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Orville says it's rare for customers to come in so soon.
You didn't buy anything the last time. So 2 out of 3 visits, only one, or rather, 2 of the 3 you bought something, but the third you did not.
We gave them pie.
It's not value for us. That's value for them. Wait, no, that's the point. Never mind. Anyway, as all that's happening, the thing is happening. I don't know how Claudine wants to go about doing this.
I need to go through the front gate just in case they lock me again.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to slip out of existence for a small while. I'll follow behind you and let you know when we split off.
They detect magic.
Well, yeah, I can teleport through the gate though. I'm not gonna walk through it with you. I'm just gonna make sure you get there safely.
All right. Okay. So you go to the gate. It's there's a lineup, a decent lineup in there. There's probably like 15 carts in front of you right now. So it might take a while.
It's fine. Once Claudine is like 4th or 5th in line, Riley will split off and go teleport back to the outhouse that he did the last time. So he's going to teleport just outside of it in case there's somebody in there.
Okay. Yep. So you go back to the exact same spot, and teleport yourself inside. To go from like 15th place to like 5th, it does take probably about 30 minutes.
Yeah, he'll wait that time in line.
And they're in the Atneys that whole time.
Yeah. So what are the 3 of you in there doing to kill 30 minutes without drawing suspicion?
Well, how long did grinding the diamond dust take?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, maybe 20 minutes to go.
They have a catalog I can just like flip through.
We do, yes.
Oh, first I was gonna ask, how much is one of those like what was it, like resistance to poison potions or something?
That would be 250 gold pieces. We have 4 in stock currently.
I will go ahead and get one just in case we need it. I know we're gonna use the spells or whatever, but just in case.
Very well. Okay, so potion of poison resistance to you.
Okay.
Hey, Orville.
Yes.
How'd you end up with the Atneys? And I'm hoping this is like a 20-minute story.
Make a persuasion check. I'll say with
Can I say with advantage? You know what I'm saying?
because you gave
We
him
really
checkered pie.
grew. We really grew.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say with advantage. Fair enough. Okay. So begins just a story. Well, it begins when I was harvested for consumption by local natives in Hara. I was but a tadpole by then, and several of my brothers and sisters were eaten
Oh
at that
no.
time, and they were saving me for last to fatten me up. However, the masters Theopon Rupo in their travels came across this tribe and discovered that I was to be consumed in ritualistic sacrifice, and for the pure enjoyment of it, that they would dine on my flesh and bones. The masters deemed me interesting enough to pay the locals and free me from my consummate bonds, and discover that I do have, in fact, a knack for number keeping and customer service. Therefore, I devoted my life to serving the masters at me till the day I die, with my probably impressively short lifespan.
Oh. Well, how kind of them. So is that like, do you see them as like your dads or like your boss? They kind of like raised you, right?
In a way, I do not believe that I nor the masters at me have that sort of familial kinship, but I do hold great respect for what they did and their clever thinking and use of bribery in freeing me from my bonds.
That's fair. Have you ever tried going back to see if there were like any other frogs? I don't know if that's the right word, that needed to also be rescued.
We are grung. I had thoughts when I first was freed, but I fear that my general disposition is vastly more different than the local grung in Howrah. They were a primitive folk.
Hmm. I won't make you roleplay this whole thing, Summer. This is how Jana's gonna like fill the time, ask follow-up questions, maybe share small things about her life that aren't too personal.
Yeah, I'll say with a persuasion check. Yeah, I'll say with a persuasion check, you managed to successfully keep Orville talking, and like you over the course of like a month or in game, month and a half, like he's gotten comfortable enough that he's like willing to talk about these things with you guys. And
nice.
Yeah, you managed to waste about 20 minutes as Claudine is in line, just twiddling with just various gear on her, just like using this weird like ball bearing shooter on her arm just to shoot at like small vermin in the alleyways just for fun. But eventually, Riley, you do teleport inside the city, just outside the outhouse you last saw, in the exact same spot.
He's going to immediately pull a Pratchel and like frantically look around and try to perceive any threats.
Make a perception check for perceiving.
That's pretty okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just around you don't see any immediate threat. You do know you know there's someone in the outhouse right now, but like other than that, there's no one else.
Good call. All right. He's going to sneak like maybe 10 or 15 meters away from the outhouse, just to like maybe as hidden away and like empty spot as possible, and then ring the bell.
Okay. Yep. So you ring the bell. The three of you inside don't feel anything different.
Nice.
Aggravated bag shuffling.
All right. You know what? That's a good idea, actually. Right, Deirdre. I'm gonna dump Deirdre out and be like, keep watch.
Dump her out.
Deirdre will give a little salute.
Yes, excellent. All right, Riley will go retrieve fellow party members.
Okay. And on my 17th birthday, the Abbess of Atten gave me
Yahoo!
Oh, Riley, it is so good to see you.
Indeed, you too, Sir Orville. Sorry, I was just dropping in to see what was taking me party so long.
No, me and Ms. Jana here are just embroiled in stories of our past and the inner conflicts of what it is to be conscious.
I can't say I've gone through that one myself, but I hope you find out your existential crisis, or I wish you luck with it, rather, and I hope you come out a better people for it.
Yeah, we'll pick this up another time, Orville. This has been great, though.
Is Jana like a therapist now?
Damn, is this our excuse to come in like the next couple times we need to do this? Like Jen and Orville are just like friends and they hang out.
I did write in my notes, friends with Orville now. So I don't forget that this is a thing I can do.
We're gonna start like scheduling sessions together.
Also, for clarification, to sort stated, half of this is to kill the time, half of it's just out of genuine bond and interest. How crazy is it to work in a magic shop like the Atneys?
Very crazy.
When's your next birthday, Orville?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is difficult to keep track, but I believe it is what day is it today?
If it's today, I'm gonna scream.
50th of Haze.
50th of Haze?
That's actually pretty soon, is it not?
It's currently 50th of Haze, as Orville checks his pocket watch. I believe there was a few more months. I was born in Harvest 44. As I make a note of that now.
I'm
just roll for that. What day was right? He was Storm something. So Riley's birthday is pretty soon.
Was Jana like K69? I don't think the days go up to 420.
They don't go to 420. They go up to 73.
Wait, is Haze 69 the 428th day of the year?
There would only be 365. Yeah.
I kept some things normal for the sake of
okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were all like 69 of each month.
No, Riley rolled for it.
I think you're right. Everyone but Riley has a 69 month.
Oh gosh, what month is it that the Shadowfell portal opens?
That was Dayrule's Gate, was it? Or no, or that's your own thing.
Dayrule's Gate is Halloween.
Yeah.
I think it was around Halloween.
Yeah, there's any time during any of the dark days, pretty much is when the Shadowfell portal opens.
Okay, and what month is that? I don't have the document open right now.
Crystal? Winter?
I think there's 2 every year. I know there's one between Storm and Crystal.
Like if I remember, it's like a month or 2 from now.
But between Storm and Crystal.
Okay,
that's usually when.
Yeah,
I don't know the exact days, but yeah.
Yeah, because you said there's like political conflict in Calbe, which is where we need to go to get to that portal. Which, that's something to look out for.
As Orville's checking a pocket watch he pulled out. Oh my. It seems I've kept you here quite long enough. I do appreciate the visit, however.
Yes. I'm sure we'll be back soon. I'd love to hear more.
I will look forward to it, Miss Jana. And thank you for visiting Theopole and RuPaul's Emporium for potions and portents.
All right.
We walk out.
Okay. As you all walk out, you find yourself sequestered in a small little almost courtyard area, but it's just made of just dirt or stone. Sorry, it's not very like clean or anything. But and there's just there's an outhouse there with a dude shitting in it.
They're just sitting there on like
Gross.
sentry patrol, making sure nobody finds this mysterious, very conspicuous portal.
Yeah. As the last person leaves the, you don't find anyone. Oh Jesus! I don't find anyone suspicious or anyone just walking around. No one seems to shit at this time of today, apparently. As the rest of your companions leave, the portal closes. It's leaving you guys inside of the city.
Riley will relinquish the bell back to Jana.
Thank
Right.
you.
Shall we find Claudine then?
She should be going through the gate right about now.
We all turn towards the gate.
Yeah, you're a little bit off
Let's
the way
not
to the gate,
get
but
too
yeah,
close to it, though.
Yeah, so you walk onto the main road. There's just far enough away that you can see. Go to Claudine right now, but another 10 minutes pass or so, and eventually you see a familiar moon elf walking towards you.
All right.
Wait, what are moon elves? Because the moon's fake.
They're
Yeah, there's different color skin, different cultural background, but they're just called moon elves. Who knows what that implies?
Deidre just narrows her eyes at Claudine.
this elf is fake.
Why is everyone against Claudine?
I am also a moon elf.
Oh, that's true.
Explains so much. I'm being a little
party
bit
commits a
racist right
hate
now, but that explains so much.
The party commits a hate crime.
Okay, but you all find yourselves inside the confines of the origin of opulence.
Actually, before we go too far, can I ask Claudine a question that only like Claudine, the real Claudine, would answer?
Sure.
I know what it is. I'm gonna ask some like random small detail from some like conversation we had in the early days of the Four Corners. I can't recall, but like we made a lot of small talk with them. She'll ask her something about that.
Okay, you're trying to suss out if Claudine is in fact Claudine.
Yes. I don't
Make
like
an
that we
insight
didn't
check.
see her for a second.
Make an insight check. Okay. Yeah, you ask what you did around the campfire, like the first night you spent the night, like with the other party. She responds, "I believe we all had a weird heart-to-heart with strangers."
I think that's true.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You pass. I don't trust like that. Harry's car place.
What is going on right now?
Don't ask me.
There's a lot going on. We just got to be sure we're all who we think we are.
Do you have any thoughts on the moon?
All right, let's get going.
Like,
Okay.
we should like blow it up, right? We just found out it's evil. Someone should do something about that.
We can save that task for later, there.
Yeah.
We've got a more pressing thing in mind right now.
Okay, look, in a couple days, Chris, we need to have a conversation.
Is there
Okay.
like a town map somewhere, not in like Roll20, that Jana could look to see if there's no way on a map would it just be marked Grave with the Faceless?
You can
But maybe
try to
there
find
is.
one.
Maybe
I thought our
there
plan
is.
was Zero would find the old Faceless headquarters with like thief camp kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just
Claudine
wanna
would be able
start.
to do that.
Yeah, if I can just kind of send. Well, I guess okay. Let me first ask: are there no birds in Tetscat? I would guess not. If they have like this weird security above the wall.
You're inside of a portion where it's just ceiling, rock ceiling at the top. You don't see any birds though.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna send Azek around to patrol the city and just for a while just to see if he sees any interesting markings. I don't know. I'll have to like look through his eyes if I actively want to look for Thieves' Cant. Or will he be able to come back and tell me on his own? Can he read in Thieves' Cant?
If you can see it, you can read in Thieves' Cant. He, Azek himself doesn't know what Thieves' Cant, but if he looks at it, it's like looking at a video of like Thieves' Cant, pretty
Okay.
much. So are you flying just through the city, or like are you flying high up?
I guess through the city. I'll look for Thieves' Cant. If he can just look for any buildings that look abandoned or like recently abandoned.
Okay, so the city's pretty big, so it might take a while.
I'll just send him and have him come back if he finds anything.
Okay, yeah. So you send him off passively looking for stuff.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then while he's out there doing that, I'll look for Thieves' Cant.
Cool. Yeah. So he'll be keeping low to buildings just to actually see things. Okay.
Yes.
All right. What's the rest of you guys doing? Where are you going?
Deirdre just wants to find like a blacksmith, like a master blacksmith, because she wants to, when this is all settled, see if she can commission some armor if we have time.
Yeah, sure. We'll say you guys are right about there. About there. That weird courtyard. So you can follow the main road for a second. You know that leads to a place called the Forge Core, which apparently is where a lot of the shops are, a lot of the processing stuff is. Not sure of like how it functions or if they could do commissions, but that's probably the place to start.
Yeah, so
Okay.
can I just like get a guidance investigation check, or
Well, is everyone going, or are you just splitting off yourself?
it's up to everyone else.
I think Riley's gonna follow Claudine's lead.
Well, we need to figure out where anything is. Is any hint? Face of the grave, grave of the facelesses. Face of the graves. That would have been funny.
I think this will be helpful just anyway. Jana just wanted to look again, like just for like a city map, anything to help us guide us through stuff.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Even afterwards.
Okay, so I'll say, unless someone objects, that everyone travels to the Forge Core. You're just keeping an eye out for whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You guys split off at any point you want because you don't really have like a set direction to go yet. So just keeping together till something comes out. So I'll say yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to look for like maybe sewers or something like that.
Okay. Sure. So I'll say a lot of rolls going on. Riley, you doing anything?
No, not in particular.
Okay, so I'll say Deirdre roll for investigation for the blacksmith. Jana roll for investigation for a cartographer or some of the city map. Chris roll for looking at manholes, and Zero roll a perception check for Azek.
That's perception for me, right?
Yeah, it's the perception. Yeah, because you're just looking at manholes, not investigating per se.
That's an 11.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Deirdre, you see a lot of blacksmiths, but like they look busy. Like they just look like they just don't look like they take commissions. They look like they almost look like a factory, like a government sanctioned thing that they just don't take commission. You don't find any independent blacksmith in this area, at least. Jenna, you do find a vendor here, just a dude, like a freelance cartographer. He is selling maps, and he does have one of the city. If you would like to buy it for 1 silver.
Oh yeah, I was ready for some bomb to drop. Yep, a silver's nothing.
Sure. So with that, I'll just open up the rest of the map. These names, not like it matters, but okay. And this is relatively new-ish, like made them in the last month or so. Okay. So it's almost like a touristy brochure. It has a map of the city. You see all the general districts and some landmarks on it. You see a couple of inns and taverns that are popular. You notice one tavern is crossed off though.
Oh.
So you see the Cat's Cradle Inn and like a small description of it. It's almost like the Michelin guides. It's like this restaurant has this thing. But yeah, and the review for the Cascadolin is not very good, but you like the guy running it's pretty good. Okay. You get information about the Cascadolin, what you know about. You get information about a few other places. Like this, there's a place called the Brass Knuckle Bar, which like a bunch of like pit fights happen in, and people bet and drinking contests. It's a rowdy place. There's a place that sells a Tetscat local brew called the Titanium Tap. One of the most lavish places to stay in the town is a place called Huff and Puff, which is like a smoke bar, like a tobacco bar. Like they sell a bunch of like flavored tobacco in there. And Cat's Cradle's Inn, that's like the very bottom. There's one tavern at the bottom that has been crossed off, and there's like you check a couple of other brochures, they're all been crossed off. It's a place called the Hearth Hall. Hearth Hall, yeah. And that's been crossed off entirely.
And there was no info listed with it?
There was. It looks like it was like a pretty big, like medium-sized, like tavern run by a guy named Ragnar Ralla and his husband, but husband passed away. But he's just running by himself, and it seemed to be pretty good reviews, but for some reason, like it's all been crossed off, I think.
Interesting. Well, we got the pub crawl list.
Okay.
And I take it there's no like cemetery or anything I can discern just at a glance.
You don't get any information about cemetery specifically. Yeah, but there's landmarks and stuff about Stoneholm. There's stuff about like the Forge Core and like how the economics structure works there.
Okay.
The information about the districts are there too. The smoke dens is like where the inns are, like a lot of the inns. That's where the Huff and Puff is. That's where the Hearth Hall was. Yeah, so there's Titanium Tap too. That's where it was too.
Okay. We'll probably check out some of this when there's less pressing things at it. So this is good to have. I hope Azek pulls through.
Okay. Chris, you spot some manholes. Not difficult. DC 5. I would have been impressed if you failed that somehow. Yeah, you do spot some manholes. There are outhouses every so often, just because plumbing seems to be a little bit harder here with all the mines and stuff. That's a lot of underworks here. But there appears to be some sort of plumbing. Not sure how deep it is or how extensive it is, but some plumbing.
Can I take a look at one?
Sure. They are just grates. They look like sewers. A little bit smaller, just because dwarves are a little bit stockier. They don't need that much space. They're very like uniform in structure. Like they're not just like curvy and stuff. Like they don't curve. They're just like it's almost like a grid shape from what you can see.
Oh, I see.
Like everything's very uniform. Just sticking your head down a grate. Yeah, but there are sewers here. Zero, what'd you roll for perception for finding stuff for Azek?
An 11.
Okay, yeah. He comes back after about like 2 hours. Doesn't seem to find anything. It's a lot of ground to cover in the area you're in. Like he did like a pretty big circle around the Forge Core in the center. Eventually finds you in the city, but doesn't find anything of note. Nothing that looks like these can't specifically.
I tell him good job and give him a little head scratch.
Okay. Begrudgingly accepts it per his contract. Okay. But you guys are at the Forge Core. Where would you like to go?
Am I like going around weapons shops? Like, is there like a mundane weapons shop that I can just go in and grab a few pieces of equipment really quick?
Around here, Forge Core, there's a few. A lot of the stuff here is like industrial stuff. Like, there's a lot of people making and cutting gems. There's a lot of people making ingots from ores that they pulled up from the mines. But it's all very like factory, like very mercantile stuff. Like it's not very consumer based around this area. There's like 1 or 2 weapon shops. They're just people just selling stuff off the side.
Yeah, I don't need anything fancy. Just like a rapier and a couple like combat nets. Is what I'm looking for.
Okay. They have rapiers. Nets, they don't have a lot of fiber to make them. They can try to commission like a small thing. They can try to link together some chains.
How long would that take?
Give it take a few hours.
I'll come back. I'll get him somewhere else. Just the rapier.
All right. A bit fancy for my liking. It'll be 30 gold pieces.
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
All right. Okay, mark off one rapier on your thingy.
Got a rapier.
Nice. Channel your Inigo Montoya.
Sweet.
All right. Where to now? You guys are in literally the heart of the city right now.
Again, following the lead of the rogues.
Yeah, I'd imagine this is all Claudine and Zero, right?
If there was anything interesting on the way, Riley chance to spot it with that passive perception.
Probably. Okay. So, should we start asking around Grave of the Faceless?
Where do
Isn't the point of the
You can
faceless
ask
that
if you
people
feel
don't
brave.
really know who they are?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at her with a dumb expression on my face, like, no.
Do you have any better ideas?
where do the faceless usually hang out?
What?
Like in cities.
Detective
where do
Chris on the
where do
track.
You know, if we really wanted, we could just contact one of them right now.
Wait, what? How?
Sending.
Oh, right. They do know like a bunch of people on the Faceless. Well, not the bunch. At least one.
Do you know Poe? Poe would be a good one to ask.
Does Deirdre know Poe?
He's not.
You do know Poe. He's the one you made a deal with.
I do know Poe. He's the one I made a deal with.
See? Good idea.
I mean, yeah, we can check and see if he knows anything about this this Ling of the Faceless operations here.
When
Otherwise,
in
we could
doubt,
try
we
to, like,
go in the sewer.
No, I don't want to go to the sewer again. We can try to interrogate somebody, maybe like the Sons of the Old Clan, or maybe those guys that got their asses beat. We can ask them. I guess they're on the outside of the city. Never mind.
Right, but the sending is a spell slot I don't have.
Oh,
If I use it now.
oh.
I have it
Wait, didn't you
prepared,
just
but-
get? I thought you got all your spell slots back before we came.
I do, but like, that's a spell slot I wouldn't have for facing the dog. You know what? Who needs third levels anyways? Not I. What are we asking? Hey, where's the Faceless base in Tetscat?
Or formerly.
The former one, yes. Well, might as well. And they're just gonna drop a sending to Poe like, hey Poe, Deirdre here. You may remember me from that time that we met.
That's a lot of words already.
That was like 11. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Keep it
let's
concise
not
now.
do that then.
Too late.
14
Alright, sure.
more. Choose them wisely.
14 more
looking,
words.
looking for Faceless base. Looking for old Faceless base in Tetscat. It's important. Thank you.
How are the wife and kids?
You have
Yeah,
3 more
how you
words.
doing?
How you doing? Is
How are you?
How you doing? That's all I got out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you message Poe. They got you back like once. After like 30 seconds, you get a reply. Yeah, you were the ghost thing looking for Slab. Faceless base in Tetscat. I think, well, everyone's there dead. Here's a hint. They called it the Hearth Hall Massacre.
That's where we gotta go.
I had a feeling the two were connected. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but there was good foreshadowing there.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
That's the end of the reply.
Nice.
From you, did you got news from somebody like Faceless got fucking shit on or somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Claudine told us that the
yeah,
Faceless
right.
were chased
So-
out of the
Yeah,
city.
eradicated.
Yeah, that happened apparently somewhere around the beginning of the year, roughly. So like
Okay.
early bloom is when the Hearth Hall massacre happened or so.
That's when we started playing.
Aww.
It's all coming together.
I love how Deirdre just as seen on TV this guy.
All right, I guess let's go check it out. Maybe let's go find. Well, we have leads. Let's go check out the actual place, and we have a name to follow up when we eventually find nothing there.
If we head straight there, that's probably our destination, which
Yeah.
means we can expect a conflict if we go there immediately.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go find what's his name? Ragnarola. I can't read my own
Motorola?
handwriting.
Ragnarola.
Ragnarola.
I'm sorry, where are we heading? Did this mean things to other people that I missed?
It was on the map. That thing was crossed
yeah, 'cause-
out. Then this part of the description was used to be run by this dude, and his husband died. So I'm gonna assume that he's still alive. He might have died there, but maybe he's a survivor. Let's find out.
Yeah, lead the way.
It's the only name we've got without just going there. Is there like a phone book?
No phone book, unfortunately.
Okay.
If
Then
there is
Jana will-
one, it's probably in Stoneholm where they document everything.
We'll do it the old-fashioned way, where I'm assuming there's like vendors around. Can I just ask the map guy again?
Yeah, you can ask him. Just like a
Okay.
older, not dwarf. He's actually like a half elf. Older though, like he looks well traveled, like sort of balding on top. There's like a weird almost like a monk cut. He's just balding. It's gray balding. That's all I mean.
The toilet seat haircut.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's seen some shit. Pretty much. He's been around, but he's
Okay.
just like has like spectacles. Just like writing something. He's like, oh, can I help you? Thank you for buying the map.
Yeah, I just had some follow-up questions. I saw that the Earth Hall was crossed out. Do you know what happened there?
The Hearth Hall. Yeah, that's a nasty piece of business. Hearth Hall massacre. Apparently, big news. A while back, around a month ago, near the beginning of Bloom this year, the Stone Guard caught wind of a underground criminal thing underneath the Hearth Hall Inn. I don't know who exactly it was they found, but it was big enough that they brought the Braidbeards out. And oh boy, when the city brings out the Braidbeards, it's serious business. In this case, it was a massacre, the Hearth Hall massacre. Almost every single person inside the Hearth Hall that they found was tried on the spot for their crimes by the Braidbeards, and with the right given to the Braidbeards, were executed on the spot. I don't know how many people killed in there. The blood's still there. No one wants to touch the place after that.
Can imagine.
Yep. You're asking about old Ragnarola, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
provided
know
the
if he
place.
survived?
I believe he was one of the few that was arrested.
Oh.
Still alive, I believe. I think he's in one of the hanging cells now. Don't doubt he's still alive. After all that, he's getting on in his years too. Old Rolla was a nice fella. Kept to himself after his husband passed away, but I always wondered what he knew was going on just happened. Would have been bigger points on my brochure if that would have been a selling point even.
Well, you know what they say, if it bleeds, it leads. Well, thank you. Jana's going to tip him 5 copper.
Thank you kindly, miss. Hope the information is useful to you. Hope the information was useful to you. I would
Yes.
stay away from that place. Generally, it's not a.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the Disney of pets.
No, it's especially not bad, or not as. It's particularly bad the fact that no one's cleaned up the mess in there. No one's bought the property. No one's bothered to do it, and the city seems to think that leaving bodies out like that's a good warning to criminals. So,
whoa, the bodies are still there. Oh no. Oh, that's so.
What a shame.
Yeah. Oh, it's like that.
I will say it's odd
Unfortunate
that
for them.
as a warning, I maybe conceive it's still odd to have this decaying corpses hanging around where people are like living, having children, eating dinner. But anyway, thank you again.
Thank you kindly for the tip.
All right.
If you need any more cartography, I'm generally all around.
You're just rubbing her tiny little bird hands together.
Do we want to try going to jail to find out if that dude's there, or do we want to just go check out Perth Hall?
Well, I've got a 1-for-1 jailbreak record so far.
Yeah,
so.
And we don't have to break him out. We just got to talk to him.
I mean, we could also totally break him out.
Willing to do that again.
Let's go see what's up first.
All right, so maybe go fight the doctor or whatever. Then jailbreak, because why do we need to come back here?
Oh yeah, Riley's going to turn to Claudine and say, "Oh, by the way, there's like a town full of gnomes underground. They'll just like give you gems for like wood."
You gotta get on the good side first, though.
You watch as Claudine's eyes turns into dollar signs.
That makes a good point. Claudine's in debt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Figured it might make your life a little bit easier. Although, I wouldn't go without an escort. It's a little bit dangerous, as our several near-death experiences have shown. But
someone did actually die. Brought them back, but did also die. Also, if you die, let us know. We'll just come bring you back. Wait, that's not how that works.
If you survive it, it's worth the trip, is what I'm getting at.
I don't need protection if I don't get seen.
It's true.
That'll do it.
Pretty good climbing stuff, caves and such.
I figure if you tell the gnomes of the town that you're friends of ours, like, they'll let you in, or will be more likely to let you in, at least.
Yeah.
We did the service for them. But yeah, get the bag of holding from the Athnes or whatever, get some wood, they'll give you, like, a lot of money for it.
There's an idea. Thanks for that tidbit of information. That'll certainly go a long way.
Just make sure no undesirables figure it out, because they're a happy little community down there.
The last thing I'd like to do is shake up the livelihood of people that don't deserve it. Thought for another day. I'm going to try to see this Ragnarola, or we're going to try to search out this Hearth Hall.
Well, I don't suggest going to prison immediately, especially given the suspicious nature of our IDs to begin with.
Let's go check out Earth Hall. Feels like it could be trapped, but it feels probably not.
Well, I can keep us from getting charmed anyway, so if they've got something set up there, all I have to do is sing in their face and nothing. They can't do anything.
We're going to Hearth Hall. I believe that will be the grave of the faceless.
Yeah, I think we're all on that.
Seems the most likely.
All right, so before we go in, we'll cast all of our poison protection, drink our potions, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Okay, so heading to the Hearth Hall.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yep. So
what was all the stuff we were doing ahead of time? Jana was using up 2 spell things.
Yeah, and Deirdre was going to use one, and then I had an aid stored in the spell gem that I was going to cast on 3 of us for 10 more max HP. Who is not confident in their max HP?
Me. I only have
Okay,
60.
Riley, your max HP is now 10 higher than it was previously.
That's 10 hit points, yeah?
Nope.
Wait, really? I can get
Yep,
healed to 70?
Yep.
Let's
Real
go.
max HP for the next 8 hours.
Neat.
And
I'll take it if you're offering.
all right, yeah.
Pretty
And Jana.
squishy.
Or I don't know, y'all want to rock, paper, scissors?
How many can you do? Was it just 2?
One more.
Probably give it to Jana to tank.
Yeah.
Because Chris has like myriads of things that he can like cast to like as a reaction.
Escape.
He's got mage armor, he's got shield, he can teleport.
You can
Chris is
teleport at
fine.
any point.
That's
Jana
if-
walks into a battle and gets stuck there until she dies.
That's
Okay,
if
yeah,
I
so-
can use magic.
Well,
Well, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to, but
Zero's always in the same situation too, where I don't think Zero can tell. No, yeah, did you get blink back boots or did you?
yeah,
trade
Zero
them?
has the boots.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So that's on Riley, Jana, and Deirdre.
Okay, so those of you with buffs, mark off your buffs.
And
Yep.
Then Chris was going to drink a protection from poison potion, and then the other 3 are just going to get the spell.
The what spell?
The protection from poison for resistance to poison damage for an hour.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, that's why.
Wait. Wait. For an hour? It's still midday. You really think
Well, yeah,
they're gonna? Well, then again, it's the fate, or it's the Grave Keepers. Never mind. I think this is an alright idea.
Yeah, we're going to be going into the building first.
I'll do my stuff like right when we're about to go in.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing.
Have you begun traveling there yet?
Oh, okay. Then yeah, this is happening. Well, I would like to hold this.
Okay. Okay, so you begin traveling to Harthal, which on your brochure says it's in the smoke dens, just off the main road to the right. You are stopped at another checkpoint at this point. Do any of you have any illicit goods?
So many.
I don't think Jana has it.
Like, I would be going directly to the hanging cells.
What would be illicit?
Drugs.
Probably a Kuatoa egg. How did we even? Oh yeah, the bag of holding and the teleporting.
I have arcanium and a myriad of body parts and entire bodies.
Jana flexes her arms and goes, "These guns."
Are they searching bags?
Yep, just same as normal.
Right.
ID.
Well, how are we
bags.
going to do this?
I'll say if one of you would like to have a teleport spell, I would say just
yeah.
to that would just be that spell slot for that.
What do you mean?
If like dimension door or something.
Just
to
teleport
get
past
through?
the checkpoint.
Oh
For
well, Riley
Deirdre,
has no
yeah.
need. Oh okay, yeah, Riley has no need to. He's already used his. Chris's turn.
Wait, how thick is the wall?
Hard to tell from distance, but it's considerably thick. It's not like a couple.
Okay, so
it's not like a foot long. No.
So it's more than 10 feet. thick.
Make a perception check.
I'm far better at those now that I got this fun, funky shield.
10 feet. It's like it's pushing it. You can try, and there's a pretty good chance to get through, but it's hard to tell. Like exactly, you're not sure where you'll end up on the other side either.
Well, as long as it's... Yeah, because it ejects me to the nearest space, not the space that I came from. So if 10 feet is at least halfway, then I'll just take some damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Some
so-
of these walls are guarded, but
Right.
yeah. It's up to
How
you.
guarded?
Pretty guarded. Like there's several guards at the front and some on the on the ramparts.
Right, so I wouldn't like easily be able to find a spot that I can just walk through.
It'd be a little bit more difficult than that, yeah. But it's an option if you'd like to try it.
All right, what kind of check would I need to make to like find a good spot?
It's the investigation.
All right, I will guidanceify. Not horrid investigation. Horrid investigation.
Yeah, it's difficult to find a spot that isn't being watched by at least one guard that you'll be able to slip
Okay.
through, at least on this side.
All right. Well, I guess Deirdre will recruit a favor from one of our teleporting friends.
I've already used me spells up, so I'd like to have something in reserve in case we need it.
Chris, might I bribe you with an additional casting of aid for additional health?
Additional health?
Yeah, I'll blow another 3rd level slot on plus 10 to your max HP.
Sure.
All right, sweet. That's a fun little trade then. When we get there, Deirdre will cast aid on, I guess, everyone else.
Okay.
Oh, reminds me.
And
to actually mark
what-
that
what
spell
am I
slot
doing?
off. I think.
Yeah, I just need like a dimension door to get through the wall with all of my crime materials, essentially.
How far can I see inside? Across the wall?
It's a pretty straight shot, so you can see pretty far. It doesn't curve or anything. It's just like a straight line. If you could just go, there's no door or anything. You can see pretty far.
Yeah, and you don't need line of sight for dimension door, anyways. That's what makes it so good.
If you know where you're going.
Exactly.
How about I use can I use benign transportation to get through? If I can see
How far does that go?
it goes about 30 feet.
You can try. It's not very far.
Yeah, you also have to be able to see the spot.
Yeah, I'll try that then.
Okay, you can take one person with you, right?
Yep.
Okay. Make an investigation check to see if you can find a spot to teleport to without being
I'll
seen
you-
very well.
Guidance on that as well.
Okay.
You don't even need it.
Yeah, so you do find an area like you spot like a gap in between the gazes of guards that is very narrow that you think you can probably fit through.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay.
Yeah, Deirdre hands
So-
off the back.
Okay. Sure. For the sake of this, I'll say with the use benign transportation and a few minutes, you guys managed to get through the gate with a little bit of hassle from the guards, but with the avoidance of crime stuff.
So much crime stuff.
Yeah, then like you don't have to deal with any of the legal ramifications of that. You managed to find your way on the other side of the wall.
And they didn't notice any discrepancies in our records.
If they did, they didn't show it.
All right.
Okay, but continuing on.
How
Following
much
the-
of how much of the health did I get? Or
Once we get to the place, it'll be plus 10 to max HP.
oh, okay.
It's this upcasted to 3rd level.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so you find Hearth Hall, a fairly wide stone building that looks just like every other building here. You can see a dilapidated sign that says the Hearth Hall on it with a little fancy logo of a fireplace. You see that the door has been kicked in, and you see near the door on the ground the very familiar scent and sight of long dried and coagulated blood sort of seeping into the wood floorboards. Would you like to walk in?
I'm assuming all of our buffs happen now.
Riley's gonna start strumming his lyre and counter charm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna set the bling back boots here.
Okay.
And Deirdre's also going to cast freedom of movement on herself.
Yeah, I'll cast gaseous form.
Okay.
Jana's gonna put Giorgio in the Pokeball.
Okay.
A good choice.
Claudine also gets those 10 plus HP.
I marked it.
So that's everyone and Claudine.
Sure. All right. So walking in.
Actually, I'll do mage armor as well.
Okay. Your armored
And I'll-
fart. Nice.
Sweet.
And I'll also do the poison resistance potion.
Okay.
Right, and Jen and I are casting protection from poison, I guess, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did we already say that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the buffs that you wanted to pop, just pop them. Just mark off the proper notes and you're good.
I feel like we're packing to go to like a field trip or something.
Yeah.
Do we have the sunscreen? Does everyone have the bug spray?
Oh, wait.
Okay, we're ready.
Another thing, Deirdre would like to cast Flock of Familiars as well. Get some buzzing swarms of flies.
Okay. Sure. So that's from your skull thing. Okay. So there's a lot going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
But walking in, correct?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You're immediately hit with the scent of rotting flesh and decay. Luckily, the tavern's pretty cool within the mountain, shaded from the sun and the heat. Otherwise, the stench emitting from the building would be unbearable. It doesn't stop the swarms of flies and maggots from feasting on the 4 or 5 partially rotted bodies you can see on the floor, just draped over shattered chairs and tables, wood splinters all over the floor. The clothing long. Yes.
When I cast Flock of Familiars, can I like take control of those flies instead?
Well, as just like another thing for you.
No,
to attack with?
Instead of summoning 3, just take control of some swarms of flies, just for fun.
Sure.
Sweet.
Where was I? Shit, I lost my train of thought.
The atmosphere.
Lots of flies, decaying bodies strewn over furniture.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Hot.
Don't apologize.
Okay. Yeah. The clothing long since torn and broken down over time. As you approach the fly, they take off in huge clouds, begin to leave the windows as Deirdre casts the Lock Familiars, as they all just begin to come back and coalesce into a docile swarm. Just creating an intensely loud buzzing noise. You see straight ahead is a bar, coated in blood and what seem to be chunks of bone and flesh. Just below the bar, you can see is another corpse with a part of its skull shattered. It looks like there used to be a pretty big assortment of liquor before, judging from the cabinet behind the bar, but the glass has long been shattered and everything is looted. Just to the left of the bar is a door that you can see has been kicked in. I'm not sure exactly what's in there. Otherwise, you're greeted with a pretty grisly sight. What'd you like to do?
Can
Actually,
I investigate for any?
Actually, want to take a break now?
Yeah,
sure.
that seems
Sure.
appropriate.
All right, so you find yourself within the Hearth Hall, the scene of the Hearth Hall massacre. A lot of shattered bottles spilled, various liquors spilled on the floor from presumably when it happened, but nothing that is as prevalent as the various bodies around you, tattered clothing, and just blood and meat generally sprayed across the whole place. A one door that has been kicked open to the left, and a bar ahead of you with a looted cabinet of wine. What would you like to do?
Well, Deirdre's a kid in a candy store. I think you can take a guess.
Okay. You already you had a number of bodies in your thing already. You can probably feel like one more.
I recently had to take a bunch out to refill my skeletons, which I'm also going to take out of the bag. So can I just restock those? I guess it was 4.
Okay, so these are like half rotted bodies, so there's a bit more volume to them.
How many bodies is 4 skeletons worth?
I was thinking for 3 rotted bodies since there's actual meat on these.
Awesome.
Yeah, they'd be zombies, not skeletons.
Yeah, they're just going to take some time to like purify them later, I guess, if however you want to phrase it.
Okay.
Oh,
that was probably Craig.
That was not Craig.
Oh.
That was Brandon.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
yeah, you can.
Hello. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I now
I
got
can hear.
6 backup
Oh, okay.
fellas.
Yeah. So, did you hear the scene again? No.
Yeah, I heard the scene. Deirdre was
Okay.
getting bodies or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, what the rest of you like to do?
I would like to try and do an investigation check.
Sure. Any particular pace or place, or just
Maybe around the bar area and the door, or maybe like some furniture around the tavern. That might look suspicious or like a trap.
okay? Make an investigation check. Yeah. Okay. Looking around the furniture, trying to stay clear away from that door. And look, the furniture just looks like regular wooden furniture. A lot of the tables have been like split in half, like something's heavy got thrown on them. Some of the legs just been kicked out. A lot of wood splinters around here. A lot of broken chair legs. A couple of weapons you see on the ground, mostly daggers. Probably about 2 or 3. You can add them to your inventory if you'd like, but you don't have to. Checking the bar, you see like the chunks of bone and flesh on the bar, like a bar top itself, look to be pieces of skull fragment and brain matter, presumably from the corpse at your feet. And you just peer behind the bar, and you do see a sort of service hatch. Looks like it probably goes to like a basement to store food stuff. But you do see no corpse, but you do see a number of bloody footprints that lead out of it.
I see.
There's a good amount of prints here. Judging from the amount of with your investigation check, that's pretty damn high. The amount of footprints that appear to be the most closely to correlate seem to be about 4 to 5 individuals, and it seemed to be heavy, so probably armored. The boot shapes seem to be pretty indicative of that as well. Like it wasn't just shoes; it was a boot, like a type of greave or something.
Okay, I see. And anything around the kicked-in door?
Nothing around it immediately. You can check inside if you like.
Okay, I'll head over there and check inside.
Okay, just looking in, it appears to be just a single hallway. You presume probably to rented rooms. There is a number of a couple of bloody footprints coming from some of the rooms, not all of them, and they seem to taper off pretty quick.
They come from the rooms?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably like 5 rooms. About 2 of them are have bloody footprints coming out of them. The doors have been kicked in as well.
I see.
There's a lot of kickage going on here.
Yeah, I'll look at the party and like point down at the footprints and like whisper, I think they're armored here.
Chris, there's no point in being quiet. If you remember, I'm using me liar.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
stealth is really. Yeah.
Well, I think they're being armored, and they're heavy.
Okay, I'll say with your investigation check, these footprints are old, pretty old. The blood is dried, but
Okay.
Yeah, so these footprints are like they've aged. They aren't recent.
They are old, but
Well, I'd imagine the doctor has ways to cover his tracks.
Okay, so anyone else want to do anything?
I just realized I don't use my first
Just
level
keep
spell slots for
staring.
anything. I'm gonna cast False Life on myself.
Sure.
I'll
Is that
also say
1d4+1?
there's a hatch on behind the bar area.
Sweet.
Looks
Would
like
you
it
like
leads to a basement.
Want to go to the basement?
I think that's where we should go, unless we want to investigate the other rooms down that hallway.
I mean, I have my familiar flocks. I can send the swarm down into the basement and see what they find.
Yeah, because otherwise we might be walking into a trap. He knows we're coming. He probably knows we're already here.
I would be surprised if he didn't know with this music.
I didn't realize this was the musical session.
It's a very specific thing Riley is doing. If you want
Yeah.
to listen to it,
You know what? Fuck it. Riley, you can get a false life too. Roll 1d4+4, and you get that many temporary hit points.
okay. 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
D4. 5. Well, min roll.
Yeah, that's 5 more. 5 is 5. So
Riley's always plugging a SoundCloud.
Yeah, you hear
Send
this as you strum along, or as Riley's strumming along.
well, let's send some incredibly disposable flies down.
Okay. So while that's happening, anyone want to do anything while they're up here?
I feel like Chris nailed it.
Okay.
I don't know what else we can do.
Okay, so you're sending the flies down.
Yes.
Okay.
And I would like to look through their senses this time, or while this is happening.
While they're doing that, can I go? Are there windows nearby, or like windows looking outside?
There's a few windows. Yeah, some of them have been shattered from the outwards, inside out. Seems probably someone's got fucking yeeted out the window, but most of them seem to be intact. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go near the ones that are intact and kind of look outside to see if anyone's out there looking.
Okay, make a perception check. Okay. Okay. Look outside, and you do see a couple of city guards, stone guard, that have noticed your entrance. Since the Hearth Hall is on the main road, kind of grisly for like a warning to be on the main road like this, but it was on the main road, and some guards have seem to have taken your notice of entrance, and there's one or two just stood outside just watching the entrances, not doing anything. They're just watching.
There's a couple of guards out there, kind of watching us, I think.
Deirdre is currently deaf and blind to her own senses.
Okay.
This really like ominous music while Riley's going all like Sans Undertale.
Sans Undertale?
Yeah, going all like. I imagine at some point you play Megalovania
I'm playing what I linked.
on loop.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. Can everyone see that?
It is a black square.
Yeah.
To the left.
To the left.
Black.
It's all black. It'll all be black.
I
all be
saw
black?
a ping on just
Yeah,
black.
I saw that. But the screen is still black.
Interesting.
20 mission broken.
Interesting. No, that's okay. Sure, do that later. I'll just describe it with my face. So you open the hatch, and you just send that swarm of flies down. The flies don't have the greatest vision, especially because you're tapping into the voice, the senses of a lot of them. It's a bit jumbled, but you can make out some details around. Just like a weird echolocation picture, almost like a combined effort from all the flies to make a cohesive image. Following the bloody footprints down the hatch behind the bar, it doesn't go down very far, only about 5-6 feet, before it leads to a set of stairs. Like it's a landing, then it goes stairs downwards. The ceiling clearance is pretty low, probably dwarf sized. Most of you would probably have a pretty bad time getting through, probably except Jana. The footprints seem to be originating from the bottom of this staircase. As you send the flies further and further down, trying to avoid anything that might look fishy, just avoiding this bottom altogether, you can see a small table with a set of snuffed out candles and another bloody corpse at the bottom, seemingly armed with a dagger, but looks like it's the guy been shot full of crossbow bolts. You see that this small chamber with a table and the body splits off into 2 rooms. There's one to the left and one to the right. The left has a set of double doors that are closed, so you can't see what's behind them right now. To the right is another set of doors that's been kicked in, a recurring theme. Inside looks like some sort of storeroom with various barrels and crates. You see a couple of wine shelves that have been pretty much all been looted, except for like a couple that seem to be empty already. A lot of barrels on the ground. You see a corpse that's been curled up into like a ball near one of the crates at the back, seemingly been stabbed and left to bleed out. A couple cleaning supplies, but nothing out of the ordinary there. That's about all you see with your flies.
I think what the problem with the black screen was that we need to put our tokens on there.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll put your tokens on myself just to avoid any places we're not supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, but
So
several bodies, storeroom, and another set of doors that you can't get past right now.
yeah,
No
so if
flies.
the doctor's down here, he's behind those doors, essentially. I will convey this, that if the doctor is down that hatch, which honestly I'm willing to bet that's where he is, it's behind those doors, and that was Misty. Well,
There we go.
if anyone else has any ideas?
Strumming along. Can't use me hands.
So there's a door and it's locked.
I don't think we know if it's
There's-
locked. It's just closed, and flies don't exactly have hands.
Yep. So the ladder leads to a staircase, just a very small ladder. It goes down for a while. A lot of bloody footprints. Corpse at the bottom of the landing, at the very bottom of the stairs. It splits off into 2 rooms. Double door on the left, double door on the right. Double door on the left is closed. Double on the right has been kicked in. There's a body in there. Looks like a storeroom.
Can I investigate for any traps around there?
You're not in the room itself. You can try. You can go down if you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys are all stood around the hatch right now behind the bar.
Yeah, I figure our way forward is probably going down the hatch at this point.
Let's carefully go forward.
Okay. It's a pretty narrow staircase. You can fit in one at a time. So who would like to go first?
I feel like Deirdre's probably the best choice here, considering her relative poison immunity and paralysis immunity and buff stacking going on.
Okay, so Deirdre first.
It's narrow, you said. Would that mean Riley would have to crawl?
No, you'd have to crouch a little bit. It's 5 to 6 feet, but like it's narrow, like widthwise. Like you can't stand shoulder to shoulder.
Okay, Riley will just bend? Question mark? Could he be able to
That's
keep
fine.
his performance up?
Wow.
With difficulty, yeah.
All right, he'll keep it going then.
Okay, are you going next, or who's going behind Deirdre? Deirdre's
I'll
at the
go
spear
after
table.
Deirdre, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go after Riley then.
Jeremy
Okay.
can go be next.
Okay. I top Giorgio, I imagine.
No, Giorgio's in the ball.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. And between Zero and Claudine, who to go next?
I extend my arm for her to go ahead of me, like after you.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh shit! Hold on.
And we got skeletons out.
Okay.
sorry. No.
Okay.
Oh, this is
That's
gonna get so packed so quick.
Okay. Yep. So you you extend it. I need that space.
Take it. Oh, if we just have. Oh, this is so packed.
Okay, so Claudine goes down for you, rolling her eyes. Okay. So as you're going down after Claudine, you feel a tug at your leg. Make a dexterity saving throw, or strength saving throw. Sorry.
Me? God damn it.
Okay.
Oh.
You pull your leg away from whatever. It was Claudine trying to rip your boots off.
I want to pickpocket her.
Yeah, just like right after.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. As soon as I realize it's her doing it and I get out of her hold, I want to pickpocket her.
Okay, sure. Make a sleight of hand check. Gee, does that succeed? That's higher
Holy
than she
shit.
count.
It's a 20 and a 19 in succession.
I rolled a.
It's higher than she can count.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, what do you want to steal from her?
What does she have?
She's got a bell. She's got candles, a crowbar.
She did
She's
have a
got-
bell.
It's just a regular bell, not like an actual like magic bell.
Oh. What the fuck?
I'll say the cool stuff she has is she has a potion of invisibility. She has smoke bombs. You can steal her sword if you want to.
I'm gonna take the bell because it's not an Atney bell, right? It's just a bell.
It's a bell, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take the bell, and after I take it, and when like a couple of seconds have passed since like she tried to do that, I'm gonna just ring it in her ear really quietly and just let her realize what I've done.
Okay.
Power
As you do,
move.
she looks back and you see like her. You make eye contact, and you see her just grab it out of your hand real quick. I'm gonna get you one of these days.
I roll my eyes.
Yeah, as you watch her turn back, you see a slight smile creep across your face.
Yeah, right.
Okay. But this is the scene laid before you. There's a staircase. There's a lot of bloody footprints leading up the staircase. There's a corpse at the bottom that appears to be embedded with a good amount of crossbow bolts. And to the left is double doors. Can be blocked by a lot of the stuff there, but to the right is some sort of storeroom that appears to have been of use when the tavern was up.
Someone's on there today.
Yeah, this following.
I was muted that whole time. Yeah, they're just gonna hover 5 feet above the ground because she can, and just kind of step forward, following in the footsteps of her flies.
Oh, I see. It's individually locked. Oh, that's neat. How did I not notice that before?
Sorry, where was the closed door?
Your skeletons and stuff are blocking it. It's
Okay. Yeah, let's just move them like that.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the opposite room of opposite chamber of where you are. Yeah, but you could move your tokens around as necessary.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Shall we do that then?
Ah, I see. Is there anything in this room, or is it just broken stuff?
Make an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Picking through, you do see.
He would be using his feet to do this. Just like kicking things aside.
Yeah, you're just okay. Yeah. So you see a short sword that appears to have been of some use to the corpse on the ground. There is a number of barrels and wine bottles, but the wine bottles look empty. The rest are ransacked. There's a lot of sacks that are empty as well. A lot of shattered bottles. Picking through, just clicking stuff apart, you don't see anything of value per se.
Just the sword, huh? All right.
Yeah,
well,
regular short sword.
He doesn't have hands to utilize it, and he also doesn't see it valuable enough to try picking it up with his feet, so he's good.
Okay.
Let's get this door open.
Can I look under this table or investigate around it?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Yeah, okay. Nothing super mind-blowing. You do notice there is like a scabbard for a blade that is empty. You gather that's probably for the dagger that this guy pulled out. But nothing like, mind-blowing under that table specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I also able to investigate the door that's the other door?
With an investigation check, I'll say the door is locked. But you don't see any traps or any arcane sigils or anything like that. Seems to be just a locked door.
Can I look at dead bodies and see if I can find a key or something?
Yeah, it looks like whatever was. It is wearing clothes. The corpse. The corpse is rotted, and so is the clothes. Yeah, corpse and clothes have begun to break down. Nothing worthwhile in the pockets. No key or anything.
Okay.
I mean, we got a key, don't we? Winks at Zero.
Sure. I mean, if I can
Okay.
get through, I'll get at it.
Sure. Yeah, make a thieves check. Yeah,
Another
how open would you like this door to
20,
be?
19, 18.
Yeah, your last name that I put on is very true.
I'm gonna do it stylishly, just to like flex on Claudine. Just I don't know how. Take that as you will, but I'm gonna like just effortlessly do it and just like in two like motions of my hands and just
Okay. Yeah. Well, how style? Do you want this to be like over the top stylish or like just fanciful stylish?
like tastefully, not like tacky or overdoing it, just like casual.
Okay. Sure. So you don't throw the lock pick into the lock and kick it and it opens. You just walk up, make eye contact with her, and without even looking, you just like twirl your hands a bit, and the door just opens. Okay.
I love how not seriously we're taking this very deadly assassin.
Yeah.
Like playing music as we walk in.
Yeah. This is not how I thought this kind of would go. Okay. So do you want to bust open both doors, just one, or what?
I'll open it slowly.
Yeah, we just kick open the door. Hey, your poison was kid shit.
All right. Which one? Left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Want to like send
Yep.
the flies in first, just in case?
Well, it's pretty easy to see what's inside, especially with Jana being short. Everyone's looking in. So opening the door, another wave of decayed stench hits you. Just peering inside, it looks to be like some sort of kitchen, or it was at least. You see a stove hooked up to the wall with pipes for venting and whatever knows what. A table to the left of the stove with a wash basin and a bucket next to it. Some assortment of meat on top of a cutting board with a cleaver. You see straight ahead on the opposite wall is a cupboard that is closed. And to the right is a big dome clay oven with a pile of logs next to it that probably used to heat it up, long run cold. Most notably are the two corpses here. One is not actually dwarf sized. The other, there's one more body with crossbow bolts sticking out of its chest. Chest and neck leaning against the oven, just slumped over. You can see a short sword at the feet of the corpse. There's another in the middle of the room that's been bisected at the waist, like leaving a heaping pool of blood and gore that's festering with insects where this torso used to be.
Who wants to go in?
Skeletons?
What the hell? Oh, there we go.
Let's send in some fucking skeletons. Why not, right?
Yeah, Jana's learned her lesson of going into small rooms by herself. She won't do it anymore.
No, let's send in two of the skeletons. Why not?
Okay. So you just walk in a couple of skeletons.
Yeah. Gotta finagle them in. Just get them to... They're not really capable of much investigation or anything. Just get them to walk around, feel around for any other entrances, doors, whatever.
Okay. Yep. So just walking around. Blood's long dried, so they're not leaving more footprints than they already are. There are a couple of footprints leading from this room outwards as well. It's hard to tell where they came from. Yeah, they're walking around. Nothing seems to spring or anything. No.
All right, bring them back. If I can guess where I put them. Do we want to go in? Might as well investigate, right? Or wait, there was another door here, wasn't there?
Indeed.
All right, so just take a Judge will go in, take a quick look around.
Okay. Make
Is
an
there
investigation
a
check.
note here? I'm gonna
No.
guidance
It looks like a table that was used for just general cooking stuff. There appear to be just cheese that is now blue unintentionally. There is a chunk of meat that was like in mid process of being cut for cooking. There's a wash basin that was presumably filled with water, just from the water scale, and a bucket full of just awful and general just not good cuts of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's on the table. I'm just gonna open up both doors just for the sake of haha.
Yeah. So nothing special, just dead people.
Okay,
The next
who would
one
like to
then?
do it? Yeah, those are the only two chambers you can see here.
Claudine, do
What
you
about the other
recognize
door?
any of this?
Yeah, there's another door behind this table, isn't there?
No.
No?
No? This is
No,
it?
I said, yeah, there's one chamber to the right, one chamber to the left. Double doors.
Oh, double doors.
What was the circle thing?
It's an oven. Like a clay oven that you put in a fire, heat it up, take out the fire, put in
And
bread.
that's like a barrel thing?
Hmm?
And that's like a barrel thing?
That's a table.
Okay, so on one hand, there's an entire rest of this map, but on the other hand,
We don't know that as players.
yeah. Would we have would there be anything to suggest that there is more here?
From surface glances, no.
Claudine,
Yes?
do you recognize anything here?
A basement. If this really was a Face's hideout, there's probably something hidden here.
That does make
You're
sense. I'd
here.
imagine it's something like under a table, a secret lever, and another trapdoor or something.
Is that really?
Do you and Zero read Thieves' Cant or are able to?
If
I
it's
don't
here,
think
sure.
Claudine can read.
Does Zero say this out loud?
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay. Claudia looks shocked and appalled.
Oh no.
Like genuinely hurt.
No. Oh no. I put my hands up like I'm joking.
Face is dumb. Okay. Who would like to enter the chamber? And do whatever.
Wait, enter what chamber?
Which chamber? What are you doing? You guys are stood in a storeroom right now.
I think Jana will be brave, and if someone will go in this room with her, Jana will go in this room and look around.
Yeah, Dojo walked around
I'll
in
go
here
in this
before.
room.
Okay.
May
Okay.
as well have a little look.
Someone stay out in case the door closes and the air leaves.
Worst case
Can I
scenario,
look
there's
in-
10 minutes of air in my magic bag.
Can I look inside this oven thing?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Simon, what
Yes.
happens if Jana dies but Giorgio's in the ball? Is he just like in purgatory forever?
When you die, I think your stuff unattunes to you, so you'll just get booted out eventually.
Oh.
Wait, Jenna's not attuned to the ball, is she?
No, she is.
Oh, okay. If Jenna dies, we're gonna find a nice home for Giorgio. Wait, no, we're just gonna resurrect Jana. What am I talking about?
Jana can't die.
Jana
So it's
can't
gonna
die.
be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the booty shorts say so.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Her
Okay.
periodic
You have-
wound closing says so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
You
something
have-
stabs you while you're down, but yeah.
and you have a high level death cleric. Death means nothing to us.
So 18. Yeah, you stick your head inside the oven as you are to do. You're just sort of running your hands along it. just like pressing up against the walls to see if there's anything cool. Just feeling inside the oven, there is like a layer of old ash used for baking on the floor of the oven. And just sort of feeling around the edges, you feel a little button on the right side of this oven, on the inside. It sort of blends in with the rest of the clay that you use to make the oven. Would you like to press it?
Yeah, I'm gonna press it.
Okay. So you press it and you hear a as you feel something shake beneath you, just a little bit, a clunk. And you're sort of pushing your hands, trying to feel what that is, feeling along the bottom. And as you put a little bit of weight, you realize that the bottom slides backwards slightly. Looking in, you see a small crawl space that you can climb into. Yeah.
I think I found a secret passage.
Oh, that looks a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, you want to get in the oven first.
I thought we send the flies in first because they're really good at fitting into tiny spaces without any trouble because they are very small. So I guess send a swarm of flies in.
We'll make
That
what's that
sounds
called?
like a good idea.
A shoe fly pie.
I will end this campaign, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, how low down here are we?
Just judging from basic, just guessing, probably about like 20 feet, 30 feet under.
Okay. I'm going to backtrack the way I came in, and I'm actually going to go back to the main area, and I'm going to let Isaac out, and I'm going to ask him to keep watch because there's guards outside that were looking for us. I don't want them to like come in while we're down here and then like swarm us too or something. So I'm just going to give me a heads up if there's any guards coming inside.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like walk up there so he doesn't have to like walk his tiny owl body through the narrow hallway.
Yeah, it's not great in that hallway for flight. If you have giant wingspans, yeah, so good idea. You just leave Isaac propped up on the bar or just outside?
Sure, on the bar.
Okay. Yep, he's just stood there, just he's like almost instinctively tries to eat the rotting chunks of brain on the thing, but he realized that it's rotten, so he slowly puts them down. Okay. Okay, so sending the flies down there?
Yeah.
Sure. So you send the flies in. It goes probably about 15 feet till it reaches a ladder. Looks like there's a trap door with a ladder there, but the trap door is already open. Hard to make out specific details, but it looks like it. As you go up the ladder, it's a series of corridors. There's one that goes straight ahead, one goes to the left, and it goes further than your what minuscule sight these insects have.
Well, I guess I'll send 2 swarms, one to go each path.
Okay. Yep. So you just keep going, and eventually they hit. They keep going down the hall. One of them hits a wall sooner. The other one keeps going for a little bit, hits a wall. They don't see a whole lot of detail. Just outside of, they have like blindside of 10 feet. That's about as much as they can see. There's not a huge amount of detail. So there's that many brains working together. But you do see either once they hit the walls, the corridor ends, it branches off to another corridor. Or to say it's not a branch per se. It's
a turn.
It's a turn, yeah. And on the way there does appear to be some sort of it does branch off halfway through, like an intersection. So there's a number of corridors in here.
All right, so I'd imagine it's the kind of thing like you would know how to navigate if you were part of the secret Cool Kids Club.
Maybe.
Right. Yeah. Do they find like, and within like a reasonable amount of time, like a exit to this system of tunnels? Or does it all just loop back together?
I'll be right back really quick. You guys keep going though.
Aye.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me just check one thing here. Oops. Oh, sorry, missed one thing. So one goes straight ahead, one turns to the left. The one that goes straight ahead, like from the trapdoor, goes straight ahead, hits a wall, and then you see a turn. The one that goes left, it gets about a couple feet, like 20-ish maybe, and that the vision of that one loses, like it's gone.
What do you mean by it loses?
Like it's like you can no longer access that smart flies.
Oh, with Find Familiar, it's within a mile.
Yeah.
Or with oh, so like it's dead.
You just can't access it anymore. The other one's fine.
Does Deirdre let us know this? That
Yeah, I'm going to
happened?
be saying this as soon as it happens. Like, Flock of Familiars, you can access senses within a mile. This is like, this isn't just it's gone out of range. It's like gone.
It's no longer there.
I will say, consistently, every time this dude has showed up, Azek fucking poofs. I think that's where our dude is.
All right. Yeah. Well, what do we do about that?
That just means that that's where the dude is.
All right.
Whatever
so
way those flies went.
Simon, delete one of these flocks of flies.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, how do we want to proceed? If that's where our dude is, we're gonna have to funnel in like one at a time, which kind of leaves us big targets. Which
Do you think we can lure him out?
Skeletons in front.
Let's try and lure
you know
him
what, that
out.
is what they're good for. They make for excellent targets. Unfortunate because I hate to see them go, but see, that's the fun thing about skeletons is you can always bring them back. So, shall we get the conga line in here?
Yep.
Yeah, and
You
Deirdre
guys
will
want to
have
go in first? I
Deirdre will
still
have
think
one
we
of the
should.
one of the swarms occupy her space. So Deirdre's got a cloak of flies, essentially.
Can Riley fit in there with his lyre? Or is probably too tight of a squeeze to keep performing, right?
You'd have to crawl to get in. Jenny, you can do a low crouch, but the rest of you have to crawl.
So performance stop.
Yeah.
Can he at least bring it with him?
You can bring it with you. Yeah, it's not
Okay,
that
yeah.
tight.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing this? Do we just want 2 skeletons in front or all of them?
That's your call. Your skeletons.
I doubt we're gonna need much more than 2, but yeah, let's do 2 in front. Yeah, let's just do all of them. Why not, right? So Deirdre will send the skeletons in first, and she will follow behind, I guess, with her fly swarms kind of all swarming around her.
Okay.
And this is assuming everyone else is following.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the march ordering? 2 skeletons, Deirdre with flies.
Riley would like to continue his performance as fast as possible, so he'll go after Deirdre.
Okay.
I'll go after Riley.
Okay, so Riley, Deirdre.
Deirdre, Riley.
Sorry, Deirdre, Riley. Sorry.
Is Giorgio with us?
In
He's
Monster
the
Pocket.
ball.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Okay, so I'll put your tokens in. I'll ask that you do not move them. I'll move them for
Aye.
you for a little bit. So
I love that. I think almost everyone does now ask where Giorgio is. It breaks my heart, or like makes me. I don't know.
okay,
Makes
so
me emotional.
I had all of the skeletons were going in first,
okay,
so just
to put in those for
Yep.
now. So there's you exits. Would you like to go forward or left?
left was the direction the flies disappeared at.
Yes.
Okay, that direction.
Okay, I'll move you there. Please don't move it for now. Riley, you're going next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, would you like to go forward or left?
I'm following Deirdre.
Okay.
Yeah,
who's
and the
next?
skeletons
Chris?
were ahead of her, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm just making room.
Yeah, you don't have to move all of them every time if it's going to be a hassle. Just
Yeah, there's just like 3 times as many tokens as I'm used to.
yeah.
So, Chris, you're next. Or
Yep.
who's going next after Riley?
Me.
Okay, cool. So, that's your site when you exit the tunnel. Would you like to go forward or left?
Can I cast a firebolt down the left hallway?
Past everybody?
You're gonna say you're
There-
gonna kill Riley and Deirdre.
Yeah, these
Oh no.
these are tight. Like you can't. There's if it was just one person, maybe, but there's several people in that hallway.
Oh, I mean the one forward.
Okay, yeah, left there's like 5 people. Forward, you cast Firebolt, hits the wall.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep on following Riley and Deirdre.
Okay, who's next?
Jana's next.
Okay, so that's your sight when you see that. Would you go forward or left?
To the left.
Okay.
What a marching order.
Okay, now it's between Claudine and Zero. Who would like to go first?
Oh, that's pleasant.
I will go
Oh.
first. Then.
Okay. Claudine has no objections. That's your site. Would you like to go forward or left?
I'll go forward.
Okay. And Claudine's following behind. Claudine's actually going to follow you, Zero.
Okay.
Okay, so I still ask you don't move your tokens for a little bit. Okay, so I'll start with in the order that it came in. Deirdre, what would you like to do? You are sort of sandwiched in between these tight corridors. You see bloody footprints all over the place. You've passed by a couple of rooms with bed cots and a couple of people that have been brutalized in them.
I would like to pull a rat out of my hat of rat making and let it loose.
At what?
Hold on, how far down did the flies disappear? Is there a turn here that they went into, or where can you like ping roughly where they disappeared?
Roughly about. It's hard to tell, but a little bit ahead of you. Like exact distance is difficult when you have
But like
10
it's
billion
a
eyes.
straightforward.
Yeah,
Or, like, was there
it
another
went this
turn? Okay.
direction, but you're not sure exactly
Okay.
which distance, which specific square happened.
Yeah, I don't need to know the specific square. Just like that's the direction I want to release the rat.
Okay. So it just scurries down the hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to
so
see what happens to it.
Sure. So it scurries down probably about 20 feet or so that you can see. And then after about 20 feet, it disappears. Okay, so that'll say that's your thing for now. Riley, what would you like to do? You're sort of sandwiched between everybody, but that's your site.
Literally just following Deirdre.
Okay.
When she
Chris.
moves, he moves. He's also performing, remember?
Sure. Chris, what you doing?
I'll just go into this room, check it out under the bed, maybe.
Okay. Yep. It's not a bed. It's like a sleeping bag almost. That's on the ground.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just
Yeah.
check around it inside of it. And
Cool. Make an investigation check. Okay, so you're just searching around looking for just anything, really. The bed cuts or the sleeping bag's very neatly organized, which is very strange. Like it looks, it's like everything's clean and crisp in order. Okay, I will say you do notice that like there, like near the beds, there are holes drilled into the walls of these like weird, almost sleeping areas. Like there's a small, like inch in diameter hole drilled in from on either side, and you just look through, you can see more holes, and you can see into the room next to it.
You know what those were for? All
It's made for me.
right. Oh, I was thinking of something else.
Okay, Jenna, what would you like to do?
I would like to take a long rest in this cot. Thanks.
Yeah,
think
Jenna
I'll-
says, "Fuck this, I'm taking a nap."
See you guys at the end of combat. I'll just move forward when we go down this line. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll say you're there for now.
Okay.
Zero, what you doing?
I'm going to stealth forward.
Okay. Roll a stealth check. Okay, how far forward would you like to stealth forward?
Do you want me to move my token or just tell you?
Just tell me.
Like 3 spaces forward.
Okay.
I also, I mean, I don't know. I know we're not like in initiative. I don't know how much I can get done right now. I want to also check this like hallway for traps if possible.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
What the hell?
Okay. From location you are right now, ahead of you, behind you, Claudine sort of, despite all the fuckery you guys are doing, is now on serious mode. With all the blood stains currently around, and the stench of death has not faded. Yep, but you don't see any traps here, at least. 3 spaces?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2.
Oh.
You see just nearest the edge of your dark vision. There's no light in here. A tall and lithe man dressed in very dark leathers, wearing a green snake mask that has the shape that is hissing at you. Hand behind his back, standing up, feet together with a straight back. It seems we meet once more, dear friends. All of you can hear this. Welcome to the faceless hideout underneath Harthol. Beautiful,
I would
isn't
like-
it?
As soon as Jana hears this, she's gonna start going back towards that way.
Yeah, I think
I'll
the rest
say,
of us as well.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have moved my token. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll
Give him a-
say this could lead to combat. We can knock it out today, or we can save it for next session because it's getting kind of late. It's up to you guys.
I'm awake.
Yeah,
I'm
I would.
awake.
I'm still able.
I want to do this.
Josie,
I'm in the minority, so I guess we're doing this.
are you sure?
Well, yeah, Josie, if you don't have it in you, we don't have to.
How
Yeah.
long do you think like this combat our combats normally are like 2-3 hours?
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid.
Which is
Yeah.
why I'm
It'll
like,
be an extra
no,
2-3
thank you.
hours. So
Yeah, I think-
probably.
I would like to save this for a different, if that's okay.
Okay.
I could stay up for another hour, but yeah, not 2 to 3.
Yeah, I want
Always
everyone, a
End
fresh
mid-combat.
order. That seems kind of weird. Yeah, we'll pick this up next time.
Maybe we should take those long rests in those beds.
Hey, look, I know you're like this wild, crazy assassin, dude. We need to take a breather. Can you just give us like a couple hours?
We trust you to not do anything while we sleep.
Okay. All right. Cliffhanger combat on. Maybe combat. Who knows? Yeah.
Do you think
what
he
did you
knows
guys-
there's 2 people now he hasn't successfully killed? Do you think he knows Claudine's okay?
So he was just sitting there in the dark, right? I guess he might have dark vision, but like you just watch all of us
Yeah.
just go the other way.
Okay. What did you guys do today? You guys gone to the city, talked to some folk.
Compared.
Bonded with Orville.
Yeah. Okay.
Riley made shepherd's pie.
We
He
did.
did?
We smuggled illicit goods into a police state.
We stopped the doctor from claiming yet another one.
Found out we're all diseased.
Cured Claudine.
I'm starting to think he's lying about his credentials. He hasn't killed anyone successfully yet. That I just
Yeah, like, and he has. Oh yeah, we got this. Really, this poison's gonna kill you.
like other than
Now?
defenseless civilians, he has not killed anybody successfully.
Maybe he
Yeah,
should
like-
have picked a different name because doctors kind of like heal people, not the opposite.
Honestly, nothing about this guy's working out. Like we're gonna get out of this combat, and he's gonna be nothing but a joke the entire time.
It was both the moon elves.
Oh,
We should
true.
invite him to join us. Like, hey, buddy, either we can embarrass you right now, and you're never going to be able to show your face in the Gravekeepers again, or you can just hang out with us.
Oh wait, I think I know why he wears a mask. It's because this happened before, and he's like, I can't do this. I need to rebrand. People can't know who I am because he kept fucking up. Like, it makes sense, right?
Can
He wears a mask. He wears a mask because he's constantly crying about insults, and he doesn't want us to see.
Can we
Like,
all
no,
vow
Brandis
to, like,
Bassett, you don't get it. You don't know. You don't know.
can we all vow to canonically, like in character, as free actions, just taunt him the whole time? Just shit talk him the whole time. Just shit on him.
Like, dude, you said this is like the strongest poison. It took me like 3 minutes to get rid of it. Like, come on. Like, that's just embarrassing. I'm a bird. You just got outplayed by a bird. Are you not embarrassed right now? Like, I mean,
I bet he's not even like a medical doctor. He's like a history doctor.
He is literally this image.
It's Simon right now as we make fun of his huge, scary villain. We've
he's
been
just
building
sitting
up to
here,
this
like-
for like 7 or 8 months now.
To be fair, we were really scared in the beginning. Like we genuinely were so
Yeah.
paranoid. We earned this.
This could still go poorly.
like,
but I don't
wait a
think
minute.
so.
You're a joke. You're a joke. Like, I will say
Simon-
though, like, the summoned creatures disappearing is consistent with an anti-magic field, so that's a little scary, but hey, half of us are marshals, so
Watch us get TPK'd.
Nah, it's not gonna
That
Simon,
would be
as a
funny.
free action ending the session, can I just like, as soon as I see him, just like give him a cocky smile and just like chuckle at him a little?
Sure.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Oh.
I am debating whether to level you guys up now or level you up next session.
I mean, all we get is an ASI.
To level
What do you
up.
mean all
Yeah.
we get is an ASI? I get so much HP if he levels us right now.
Yeah, because I think it'll make more sense to do it next session after.
Yeah, after the
I
fight, I agree.
I'll
really
give
don't
you
like it,
one-
but I agree.
Yeah, I'll give you 1,250 XP.
Why don't you just give us all the XP we accumulate next session instead of arbitrarily not leveling us up now?
Because it's funnier.
So what does that bring us to? 99990?
Should be, yeah.
So we're
Give us
10 XP
another
away from
9.
leveling up.
I don't find this funny.
I mean, I
get
technically
it.
wouldn't gain anything for this fight from leveling up except for the HP.
Give us another 9.
What if? Okay, hear me out here. I know all of us have lives of our own, but I'm like on the edge of my seat about this. Like, what if we did like a session in like a week where we just did the combat, nothing else, so someone doesn't have to write anything, just the combat, just so we can get it out of our system, and then we can take a 2-week break.
Let's see, Saturday.
I could do it on a
Oh
Friday.
yeah, I don't stream Saturdays
not-
anymore.
Yeah, I could do that.
And
Sorry,
yeah, no, I'm done
don't
streaming
like-
on Fridays, so I think I could do that.
I'm not.
Some
I'm
assignment.
Oh
suggesting-
wait.
I'm just trying to express.
Wait,
I'm very
what the?
excited.
I
I'm
don't know how to read a fucking calendar.
not.
Today, because it's run on my calendar.
Yeah, that'd be the 6th.
I will say I am free.
It was just a suggestion. I'm not trying to hold this. I'm
Um,
sorry, Simon, for just volunteering.
And again, I could do the 12th, but not the 13th.
12th is it's a Friday. It's a good thing I
Right.
can stream on either of those days.
Wait. I don't know how I don't know the date. I just messed up my calendar again. 'Cause it's
Friday the
way-
12th, Saturday the 13th.
Wait, no, I'm right. Today is the 30th, and we
Yes.
played D&D.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so the premise
And then-
is we do the combat on the 6th next week, and then just
Next
start from
week-
there till the 20th. This will be the next session.
That I can do. I can do the 6th. I don't know how to read a fucking calendar to save my life. The 6th I can do. That's the 13th I can't do, so that's actually better. Because we have to skip
okay.
in 2 weeks.
Hell
So if we
yeah.
do it
That's
next week, we don't have to do that.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell
It worked out
It
fucking
would.
perfectly. How about that? You good for that,
Awesome.
Simon?
Whew.
If we're just writing the combat, then yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, combat and like
Yeah.
vague aftermath.
Yeah, big aftermath. You won't leave this area in the
It'll
next
be,
session.
it'll be a quickie session.
This is like a season finale, like a 2-part season finale.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. 6. We'll play next week. Just doing the combat.
Yeah.
If it does dissolve, it's going to go into combat. Why even?
If it doesn't, if we just talk him out of it, we just end like 10 minutes in.
I don't
like,
think it
look.
makes sense for any of us to try and talk him out of it. Like, if
You're
even
an
if we do, it would be in character to then betray that trust and kill him anyway.
I want to try to
Well-
intimidate him, honestly.
Honestly, like it would be pretty in character for us to just go, look, you're an embarrassment to your craft. Just fucking leave. Just go. Just get out of my sight. Like you literally told us where you are. You could have assassinated us. Like you said, and you decided, oh hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Tell them exactly where I am.
Well, he's
do you
not
have all
alone.
that, like,
Let's get
why
that
do you
out of the
have-
way. He's not alone.
Are we a party of adventurers or are we like a party of teenage girls? Because we're so fucking mean all the time.
One of my cantrips is literally vicious mockery. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna be like, I wrote something for this. You da, 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 da. Wait, no, hold on.
There's
That's not
not
how
like
it goes.
a mean person.
Riley, you go.
You
hold on,
attacked
I'm
Chris.
gonna- I'm gonna get
I
my
think you're
notebook out.
pretty cool.
I wrote an insult. Hold on.
But
Wait.
it was a miss. Now you look like a fool. You thought you were sly, but now you will die. The plan was bucked, so now get fucked. Hey!
Yes.
Oh my fucking god. Is this being recorded right now? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're still here. Thank goodness.
I love D&D.
Riley's entering finally his true bard form.
Yeah, can we get that isolated audio track?
Maybe, man. It's if you know how long those things are and how hard it is to just find. Have you ever tried to search
I
for
mean, it's-
something very specific on those recordings?
mean,
Yeah,
this is
You
the
have to
very end.
really pinpoint. It's hard.
This is like the very, very end.
yeah, that we at least have that advantage.
If I
Yeah.
remember.
If you don't, I got the audio too. If
Yeah, I'll
that's
say
what
Simon
we
can do
want
it
to
too.
Yeah, it's really easy for me. So
I'm gonna
I
have
just-
to
I
write
just
a new
cannot
one
find
now that I dropped that.
Uh,
good to stop, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.